realize how great they are and who walk in that greatness. That's why I do everything that I do. But the question is, again, when will you demand more from yourself? I posted a video all about setting standards, and I explained in that video that it's so simple to put standards on other people. This is what I expect of somebody else. This is how I expect somebody else to treat me. This is what I expect other people to say about me. But what standards have you set for yourself? What's the standard that you set for yourself? Who have you said that you're going to become? What have you said that you're going to do? How have you said you're going to impact this world? Those are all personal questions. And one of the things that I think really got people going was, especially in the title. In the title, I basically wrote, you want him to have a Bentley, but what standards have you set for yourself? And I just use it as a kind of a bit of a metaphor, just a bit of as a quick example. But just as much as you set standards on other people and you expect them to have a certain level of respect for you, or you expect them to treat you in a certain way, or you expect them to act a certain way, and that can go down to anything, even friendships. You might have certain friends and you think, this is the type of friend that you should be to me. But what type of person are you to yourself? Do we take time to think about that? Do we take time to do something that I love talking about, to self-assess? When was the last time you sat down and you really self-assessed? You sat down and you said, okay, this is where I'm at right now. This is what I'm going through, yes, but this is also where I'm going. So what I'm doing right now, does that make sense to where I'm going? Okay, if not, right, so, okay, how can I make sure that I become the person that I need to be to get to my destination? When was the last time you self-assessed? Every single person in this room has either felt neglected, abused, hurt. Someone did something to them. They felt alone. They felt like they couldn't move forward. They felt like they didn't have the resources or whatever it is to complete a certain task. They didn't feel like they had the skills. They felt like they couldn't attain something that they wanted in their life. Every single one of us, again, except for my sister at the back, felt that way. But then now look at you guys. What are you guys doing? No, go on, say it. You're standing. And that's symbolic of the fact that regardless of what happened in the past, regardless of what you felt, you're still here, you're still standing. You're still standing, which still means that there's still fight left inside of you. Regardless of the fact that you were abused, you were hurt, you were molested, you were put in places and in corners that you did not want to be. You were put in certain situations that you did not want to be in. You thought yourself to be worthless, inadequate, not good enough. All of those things, but you're still here and you're still standing. Guys, you need to say it like you actually believe it. You're still here, you're still standing. You're still standing. And I want every single time when you are in a situation in a dark place and you think to yourself, I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I'm able to push anymore, especially at uni, because I know that uni can do that to you sometimes. It can be there can be so much pressure to the point where you feel, I genuinely do not feel I can take this anymore. Just remind yourself that even though I've been going through that fire and I've been going through that pain, I'm still standing. Even though I've been hurt, I've been betrayed, I'm still standing. Even though I've been broken and I've been hurt, I'm still standing. Even though I've been put in certain situations and circumstances I did not want to be in, I'm still standing. Even though I feel weak and worthless and inadequate, I'm still standing. You're still standing, guys. And it's a symbol already of your victory. You've already won that great fight. You've already come out on top. You've already stood up against that enemy. Now, I'm a Christian and I believe in God, I believe in the Bible. You've already slayed the Goliath. Already. It's done. It's done. Stop letting life get on top of you. Stop allowing people to make you feel small. Stop allowing yourself to feel small. Because just like you are right now, you're still standing. And that's how I always want you to be. That's what I always want you to remind yourself. That's why I always want you to understand that regardless, you will always stand. You will always win. You will always come out on top. Thank you.
Wow.
That was so amazing.
I actually feel really inspired now.
Same. Honestly, that was so powerful. That message. I honestly wish I was that good at motivational speaking.
Agreed. I wish I could motivate myself to do that. But
Yeah,
it's
for
amazing.
sure.
Like, I just love the message of, stay standing. No matter what happens in life, if you stay strong and, like, if you just manage to get through and just,
Yeah, for sure.
stay strong, anything that hits you, you can still be strong and still stand.
Yeah.
So I genuinely think that's, like, an amazing message.
Oh, for sure. And like, I definitely think that one of the main messages that I personally took away from that is that it's very much that you have the power to stand on your own, and anything that's kind of thrown at you, like, you can get through that. You can, like, work a way around it, and you have the power to kind of make sure that you keep standing and that you never get knocked down. And I think that's really powerful.
No, it's
For sure.
I mean, I think it's great to see, like, women who are, like, very strong and,
Oh,
like,
definitely, yeah.
like, to be there, because a lot of, like, we're in a good time for female empowerment.
Oh,
So it's
definitely,
great
yeah.
to see that, and I know that she's, like, quite a big YouTuber.
Yeah, I believe she's got something like 45,000 subscribers.
I think it's something like that. So yeah, it's great to see that people are paying attention and people are taking messages from this.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's really nice to be able to see that sort of empowerment.
Yeah, it really is. And it's nice that, like, she spoke to those people and was, like, kind of spreading that message. And I think that that's the key thing when it comes to, like, inspiring others, like, actually getting out there and talking to people and actually showing people that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You're going to work through it. And I think that's what everyone wants to, like, hear, and that's what everyone should know.
Yeah, no, it's true, because I think that everyone does go through hard times, and
Yeah,
for everyone
definitely.
it's very different. For everyone, like, they react to it differently.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's good to see that someone, like, they've had a hard experience and they've decided to say, you know what, I want to help out other people and
Yeah.
tell other people that even though you might be struggling and you might be going through a hard time, everyone
Yeah.
does go through a hard time. Sometimes it's not always like sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's, like, really good to be able to see that. So,
Yeah,
like,
and kind of accepting that stuff isn't always so great, and actually being able to say, okay, what can I do about this? And how can I work towards being, like, an even better person and being even stronger? And it's, like, super duper positive, and that's what I absolutely love about it.
yeah, no, I mean, linking back to that, the whole self-assessment sort of thing, I really
Yeah.
like that, because, sometimes...
It's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you are too hard on yourself, or maybe you say, I didn't do this right and I didn't do this right. I think it's a very good idea and a good message to be spreading, to say,
Yeah,
what,
definitely.
take the time, kind of step back, have a look at, what are the good things that you've done today. Maybe there are certain things that you didn't do
Yeah.
as well as you could have.
Yeah, because it's easy to focus on the negatives and not, like, regard the positives that
Yeah.
have happened in your
No,
life. So,
definitely, for
yeah,
sure.
I agree with you
So,
on that. So,
It's
yeah.
a great message.
It really is. And talking of, like, helping other people and giving back, we have now reached £300.
£400.
£400.
£400,
even
yeah. I mean,
of our goal. That's £100 off, guys.
yeah,
That is crazy
800
good.
books that we will be
800 books.
donating.
Thank you so much for donating, guys. And keep those donations coming in.
Yeah, because it's 50p to send out a book. So
Yeah. It's
We'll
such
be
a
able
small
to-
amount as well.
it's
and,
tiny, and
like, please, guys, give whatever you can, no matter how big or small it is. It will help save and improve people's lives, which
No,
is really great.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, I spend like £5-10 on coffee probably in a week. So if I cut
the
down
same.
to just one coffee, just one coffee is enough to send maybe like 6 books
Yeah.
out. So that's
It shows, like, how like little a donation can make such a big impact on
Yeah.
someone's life, and I think that that's like amazing,
No,
and
it's
that
true.
everyone has the power to make a difference.
Definitely, no matter how small or how big it is, like
Agreed.
it is making a difference. And there's probably a child out there who's like ever so thankful and so happy to get that.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
just knowing that is like kind of like an achievement in itself, knowing that
Yeah,
you're
for
doing
sure.
something good for others.
Yeah, and making a difference in the world.
Yeah.
And improving it.
Especially now that we are technically in Christmas season. So
Yeah,
it is
of
the month and
course.
season of giving. So
Yeah.
I think we should definitely remember that for sure. But yeah, it's great.
It's really good.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of maybe other things that people forget, because I know that right now Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people that I know, it's all about like, oh, you know, buying presents and trying
Yeah.
to like please certain people and the whole sort of like food and everything, which is great. But I think
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to go back to those roots and to kind of like see
Oh,
what it's really
definitely.
about.
Yeah.
And
Because
Christmas,
I think that it's easy for people to overlook like the true meaning of it and stuff, and you know, it's all great like exchanging presents and stuff like that, but I think when it really comes down to it, it's spending time with the people that you love and being able to share those experiences with each other that I think is so important. It's about making new memories as well.
yeah,
So
I completely agree. But now I think we will be having a look at an interview. So yeah, let's have a look at that.
Wow, Nisi T in the flesh.
I'm here. I mean,
Nice one. Nice one.
No,
How
I'm
did you find that?
ah,
University of Kent?
first of all, University of Kent, amazing. I've been here before, actually,
Yeah.
but it's always amazing coming to Kent. And the event was incredible. Just the energy, the love in the room, the willingness for people to just have a conversation, to all of that stuff. Honestly, it was amazing. And then the talent as well. What?
Wow, yeah,
You
yeah,
guys have
that-
some serious talent here. So incredible.
Yeah,
I
shout
loved
out
it.
to AJ, by the way. Yeah, that was
Yes.
some very, very deep spoken word.
It was phenomenal.
He picked up on a couple of things, actually. Maybe we should
Yeah.
talk about some of those things.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
sort of within the black community, you know, a lot of men seem to be missing, you know, whether they're hooked up on drugs or just, you know, fatherlessness and some of that. I mean,
Yeah.
you said you grew up in a sort of situation where things were difficult for you.
Right.
So how important was it having a father figure actually in the house? you
Yeah.
know?
Honestly, it was massively important. And I think one thing that we don't often talk about is actually like the history of kind of like fatherlessness, because it's not a new thing. So even if we go back to like times of like slavery or anything like that, the first thing that happened was that the family was broken. Now, I personally believe that the family is like the foundation of most things. The reason why we have so many people that are out there that are hurt and that are doing drugs or that are just doing things that are destructive is a lot of the time because family. If you ask a lot of people what kind of background you come from that maybe are involved in certain things that they shouldn't be,
Yeah.
a lot of the time it's always like, either, you know, this is just being very stereotypical, but it's a single parent household. You know, maybe their parent just wasn't in their life that much. They didn't have a father there. Personally, a father is pivotal to anyone's development and growth. My dad was a massive component to my growth and just me becoming the woman I am today. You know, he taught me to be strong. He taught me to fight for everything that I always wanted. He has this saying, he always says, you have to fight for your life.
Wow.
And it sounds
That
really
sounds-
like, it sounds kind of like,
Like like a conflict.
yeah,
zone
it
or
sounds a bit
something and people are
intimidating,
running
right?
away,
It sounds
yeah.
a little bit like, well, it's not that deep. Like, you
Yeah,
don't have to
yeah,
fight that much.
exactly.
But it instilled something in me that kind of reminded me that life is not always going to be easy. 90% of the time, 99.9% of the time, it's not going to be easy. Nothing's going to be handed to me, but you have to fight for what you want. And I know that is a blessing. A lot of people don't have it. They don't have their fathers there, but he just instilled a level of kind of like a work ethic, a level of discipline, a level of understanding who I was and being confident in who I was. You know, we haven't always gotten along, don't get me wrong. We haven't
Right.
always, it hasn't been a
course,
straight
like most
path.
people.
Like a lot of people. But he's taught me a lot and I'm so grateful for him. He's always taught me to fight and to stand, especially for injustice. If I feel like something is not right with somebody else, to always defend other people as well. So
Absolutely. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, it sounds like a very good dad.
Yeah.
Which is very rare these days. You know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of dads are missing. A lot of them,
Yeah.
you know, try their best. And I guess it's really difficult as a man sometimes, you know, especially a black man, would you say?
Yeah, but I would say that I think it depends on what you take from it as well. Because like I said, I went through, you know, me and my dad went through phases where, you know, our relationship wasn't great. Now, I could have held on to that and allowed that to be the only picture that I have of my dad.
Right.
But I had to go through my own healing process, but I had to also address it. You know, one of the things that I mentioned when I was talking was self-assessing. I had to self-assess and say, am I going to be able to grow to a certain level that I want to if I still carry this hurt and this pain in my heart? And I realized that I couldn't. So I had to take time to really deal with it. Now, I'm a person of faith. My faith means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So for me, I had to pray about it. I had to fast over it. I had to really take it to God for me to be like, okay, God, I need help with this because I'm not going to be able to get to the other side if I don't deal with these emotions. Because trust me, I had some deep resentment and anger towards my dad for things that happened. But I had to deal with that. And only then was I able to come to a place of, actually, my dad is just a human being like everybody else. Yes, he's made mistakes. Yes, he's not perfect, but he's still my dad. And there's space here for us to develop our relationship. So I think... you know, it's not always going to be rosy in order for you to be happy with it, but you can take it to that point as well.
That's good. I mean, that you say that. I mean, and, you know, I appreciate your honesty. I mean, I think a lot of times we say to people, you know, because I'm like what you said, I really, really agree with it today. You know, a lot of people talk about problems. They say, you know, this is wrong, that is wrong, Africa is this, black people are that, you know, but we never see people taking action, right?
Yes.
But I think sometimes also when we say take action today, start doing things differently, we perhaps do not tell people how difficult it is actually to get yourself up and actually begin to challenge some of those mountains, some of those, you know, enormous challenges that you've got. Like, for example, if you've got some of those issues that you need to deal with, right? So what would you say to people right now who they really want to go for it? They really want to make a difference, start that business, start that, you know, idea.
Yeah.
But they just don't have the power.
Yeah.
Or they feel like there's something holding them back.
Yeah.
You know, some pain, something in their past, perhaps.
Right.
What would you say to them right now?
Yeah. So it's so interesting that you even said that. So I mentioned during the talk as well that I do a bit of confidence coaching as well. Just because I felt like a lot of things have happened in my life. I didn't come from, like I said, the best of places, but just through confidence and being able to really persevere, I've managed to get to the other side. But one of the things I always do with every single client, I always sit down with them and I always go backwards first. So I always ask them about their past. Yes, because to understand the person that you see today, you need to understand where they've come from. You need to understand their history. So the first thing that I would say to anybody is to go backwards first. It might not be a pretty place that you want to go to. It might not even be somewhere that you want to go to. But sometimes you have to go back to those really dark places, those places that you never really dealt with in order for you to propel forward.
Right.
Because oftentimes you're just thinking, oh, I'm just going around in the same circle, or oh, I'm just not confident, or oh, I feel inadequate. But really, it might have even been something that someone said to you in the past. And until you've dealt with those things first, you've gone back, you revisited it, you felt like, okay, no, I understand that this thing hurt me to the point where it's paralyzing me from moving forward now. It's only then that you can really move forward. And the only other thing that I would say to anyone as well is that it is difficult. Don't play yourself and think that stepping out in faith or stepping out and doing something that's not ordinary or regular is easy. It's not. You know, I'm sure you've heard the saying, you know, if it were easy, everyone would do it.
Exactly.
And not everybody's willing to do it. But the rewards and what you get on the other side is so beautiful and it's so empowering, and it's so much more rewarding than the pain that you had to go through to get there.
Wow.
You know, so I would just say, you know, it's not easy. It's not going to be simple. I'm still in that process now.
So you have to open up the wounds. Open up the
100%.
wounds. 100%. You know,
and it's
no
something
matter how
that a lot
painful
of us,
it is.
yeah, it's something that a lot of us don't want to do. We don't want to go back to places of hurt or betrayal or things that people have said to us or done. We don't. A lot of the time we just want to shut the door and move on. But then when you're sitting there and you're thinking, why am I so scared to take a leap? Sometimes it might be because someone told you you're stupid, or someone told you you can't do something. Right. And because you didn't deal with that, you've allowed that to manifest in you. So yeah, it's really important that you take a step back in order for you to move forward, but also just to acknowledge the fact that it will be difficult, it will be uncomfortable, but it'll be worth it.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things I would say about what you just said about reflection, you know, I think, again, that's actually one of the things we were talking about the other day, and I was telling to some of our volunteers at Books to Africa. I mean, a lot of times, I mean, today we are such in a hurry. You know,
Oh,
everybody
gosh,
is on their
yeah.
headphones all the time.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are on Twitter. I mean, love social media, by the way, but you know, people are always being bombarded with information. They're scrolling down their feed. They're, you know, always. I mean, we never really just stop, do we? We never take an hour.
Yep.
You know, without our phones, without
Yep.
anyone telling us what to do or what they expect from us. I mean, how important it is for people to actually have a quiet time, a time when they just still,
Yeah.
shut all the noise out, and just kind of just reflect
Yeah.
about where they've come, how far they've come, and where they're going.
It's so important. I think if I didn't do that, so I try to do that every morning. So when I wake up, I just have some time. Again, like me is based on my faith, so I'll have some time. I literally don't look at my phone. I don't look at anything. I'll just have some time to sit and almost to like meditate, to pray, to think, just to sit in, like just to be still. Just to be still, because like you said, we're so bombarded with everything. Every day we've got streams of messages. This person's telling us about this person's telling us about that. We have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and everything is fast and it's coming at us all at the same time. Sometimes as a human being, you need to understand that you're a human being. You're a human being who, you know, things that you soak up can affect you. Things that you see, you read, you hear can affect you and can affect the person that you are.
Absolutely.
So sometimes you just need to take some time to get your thoughts together, to really relax so that you can conquer the day. And sometimes it just takes that. Sometimes people feel like, oh, I can't, you know, get on with the day to day, or they feel too frustrated or whatever it is.
Right.
And sometimes it's just because we haven't taken the moment just to get at peace with ourselves first. Get at peace with yourself first. And that's, I try like before it wasn't so much of a big thing, but then I started realizing that I really needed it. Like I needed to have at least 10, 15 minutes in the morning, just me and God, just calm. And then I'm able to be like, okay, right, beast mode. I'm up, I'm ready, I
Attack
can go
it,
out,
attack
attack.
it.
I can go and take on the world. But if I don't have that initial point, oh my gosh, it's just gonna, I feel it give you so much anxiety. I think that will, too much anxiety.
Hello, welcome
again.
back.
That was a really interesting interview, I must say. It's great.
That was really interesting. It's great to learn more about like the cause and what they do, and just like find out more about where your generous donations are going and how it's helping.
No, for sure. I mean, it's really good to kind of always go back to the essence and like see the reason why we're doing this and see the impact that it's going to have.
Definitely.
And I mean, I know that it's been a very long time.
It
I
has
had
been.
the fortunate luck of going home for a bit of sleep, but
Yeah.
it's been so much fun.
It's been so
far.
much fun.
It honestly has, and it's been great to have been able to collaborate with so many other people.
Exactly. It's been amazing. And soon we will be going over to Forge TV in Sheffield, which is super exciting. But before that, I think we're going to go to VT.
Yes, and we're going to have a look at another video showing us the impact of what Books to Africa does,
Yeah.
having all the stats on that. So I think we'll have a watch, and then I think
Let's take a look and enjoy.
yes, and thank you to Forge.
started, something a bit different to my course. I'd never done anything journalism related at all, but there was a position free for film editor. I really like films, so I just gave it a go, and I've been here ever since.
I kind of just wanted to start out with video editing, but I also had an idea of a comedy sketch show, so I sort of pitched that right at the start of the year. It was really easy to just go and speak to at the time, the head of entertainment, Matt. I just went over and spoke to him and said, hey, I've got an idea for a sketch show, and he said, here you go, here's a camera, go and film it. So it was super easy to get involved, and he supported me all through the process.
Getting involved with Forge as a postgraduate was really helpful, as it meant I could get involved with the SU and know what was going on all around the university. Having a regular show on Forge Radio meant I could develop my skills as a broadcaster and also improve as I went along throughout my year here at Sheffield.
You got to be part of something that was so big and so fantastic, and the praise we got and the recognition, and just watching something that you've planned for months come together just from a load of amateurs and volunteers pulling off something that looks like it's a professional outcome. It was just so good to see.
So I do a science degree, so didn't really have any experience of camera work, of radio, of any media, stuff like that. And I didn't join until my third year, but I still found that the crew are really welcoming, love getting everyone involved on the projects, and you can choose which projects you're involved in, which is really cool. There's a lot of awesome stuff going on.
I went to the very first welcome meeting at the start of the year, and originally wanted to get involved with radio, but actually found myself tending towards the TV side, although now I've done bits of everything anyway.
I then got super involved all of last year, had so much fun with all of the productions that we did. Forge is just absolutely amazing.
Such a good place where you can learn from others, try stuff that you never would, and when you actually get down and hands-on with the equipment, you realise quite how easy and fun it is.
Get involved.
Take one.
Getting to see concerts and plays for free was absolutely brilliant, but as soon as I got more involved, it got way, way better. It became properly part of my university experience. There were just a whole group of people who became part of my university family, and that I spent way too much time within the hub.
As anyone who knows will tell you, I'm mad about sport, probably too mad about sport, and I just really wanted the opportunity to learn some more skills about sports broadcasting and watch as much sport as I could. And originally, got involved with the Forge sports team.
And I thought that was such a great opportunity, and that was just the first thing I did. And then I realised you could take part in shows. From that, I did more radio, I learned tech.
Really, really excited to see where things go this year. I've only been here for a year, but Forge is the best thing that's happened to me.
You meet loads of people, you develop a friendship group, you develop people that you basically spend a lot of your time with at uni and become a big part of your life.
We don't charge member fees or audition, so come and find out how you can get involved.
You just need to come to the Students' Union and find us in the Media Hub on level 4.
Get involved.
Hi and welcome to Forge TV. I'm Adam. And welcome to the KTV Big Live Link. And this is quite interesting. We are Forge. And we're going to do a lot of entertaining stuff today.
What are we talking about now?
Basically, what I want to start off with is, how did you get involved in Forge?
I love this story. I get to tell it a lot. So I just hit myself with a I was messaged before I even got to Sheffield and asked whether I wanted to film a video for Forge, and I was like, yeah, that sounds interesting. So when I moved in, 2 guys from Forge Committee last year met me at the Student Village and gave me a camera, and
Yeah, sounds good. And you're still here.
And I'm still here.
It's a big shock, to be honest. Well, I got in Forge by, I actually met the station manager, Dan. We did our first video together, and Chelsea, who's now head of training. And it was like a first dates kind of thing. And it was in the Edge, back in Aincliffe. And so we're like, the station manager gave us a camera. I was like, okay, film this. And now we're good friends. It's nice.
What do you do now at Forge?
Now I'm deputy station manager, so I've got all that juicy power. Yeah, so we'd like to thank KTV and Susu for this amazing stream and this great opportunity, right?
Yep, and all of this is to help Books to Africa, a charity that makes sure that school kids in Africa have textbooks and things that we kind of take for granted.
Yeah, it's true. And right now, we're going to see what we've done this whole year. We've done a lot of stuff, and we're going to try and pack it into one video. So let's take a look.
I'm glad to say I'm joined by Olympic silver medalist Bryony Page in trampolining from the Rio Olympics. So first of all, Bryony, how was it to be back at the University of Sheffield?
Like, I've got a lot of room between bed and desk, and then a lot of room between bed and wet room. Like, it's very spacious in here.
The white balance is going to be off completely.
We're here in the Magnus Cider Garden celebrating 10 years of Tramlines Festival.
It's Forge TV. Hi, my name is Maggie, Lord Mayor of Sheffield.
Hey, we're Google friends and you're watching Forge TV.
And by the way, it's not some sort of zany Lib Dem idea. This was an idea first promoted by arch Brexiteers.
In there, go in there.
There's someone in there. I know it's a reflection of us. Why?
There's an editing suite. Oh, it's the editing suite. Caution! Ducks crossing!
I really enjoyed myself.
I feel like it went really well.
Not bad, not bad.
Didn't count, it was a good shot.
But as you were saying, as he throws those punches, Cameron, his hands do drop. He's not getting them back. He's not getting the guard back quick enough.
The ball is delivered towards the back post. It's in! The ball is in the net and it's been turned around. It looks like Ollie Basham might have scored it. Joe McLaughlin has scored it and the crowd go wild for the University of Sheffield.
Someone who's estranged at university seek help through so many different ways.
And the other one is Forge TV.
Okay, so highly commended goes to This Girl Can, Forge TV.
Forge TV, the music room!
That's it. Thank you, guys. Cool.
James Turner is not Conor McGregor. And I'd also like to say that I've watched through all of your station's content that was submitted, and it's been fucking unbelievable.
Get involved. Welcome back. I'll let Adam finish his breakfast before I make him talk again. But our next segment is all about Sheffield, and the weather today is really demonstrating Sheffield's best.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great having breakfast looking at this, to be honest, but it's alright. It's got its like nice features, like we've got the Arts Tower, got Sheffield Arena, or Fly DSA Arena, whatever you want to call it. Exactly, yeah. Great food.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like, well, what's your favourite place to eat in Sheffield?
Ooh, favourite place to eat.
Yeah, and put you on the spot a bit.
I want to think of something that's like independent and like
Okay.
unique to Sheffield.
Mm.
May like for dinner, maybe Prove.
Ooh, shout.
Yeah, and like for a snack, Steam Yard.
Oh, yeah, I've had coffee at Steam Yard. It's nice, isn't it?
Good coffee at Steam Yard.
Mm.
Good range of gluten-free cake. It's got everything you could want.
Well, are you gluten free?
In case you didn't know, Adam, I
Yeah.
can't eat wheat. What's your
God.
favourite place to eat in Sheffield?
I don't know. I think Prove is a very good shout. I don't know. I like Pizza Express. Oh, actually, GBK. I have to go with a non-independent one, but like it's good. That's the thing. They have the good range of like independent and like big chains as well. Like you've got McDonald's next to Leadmill for 4 a.m. chicken nuggets. Like it doesn't really get any better than that, does it? So, I mean, just chicken nuggets. That's gluten though, isn't it? The bread.
Shout out to Leon. There's no Leon in Sheffield, but they do gluten-free chicken nuggets.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, what did you? Because we're both from the south. Yeah. So what did you feel like when you came up to Sheffield, like up to the north?
So when I moved here, so my brother's girlfriend's mum works at the uni. So
Oh, cool.
Kind of came and took us out for lunch and stuff when I moved up here.
Yeah.
So like, I had that warm welcome, so it didn't feel too far from home, even though it is.
How long was the drive for you?
Oh, the drive. It's like 5 hours.
Yeah, I think mine was the same because we're both roughly from London. You're from.
I'm from Kent.
Yeah, basically, and I'm from Croydon, which is near Kent. So yeah, we're both like quite close to Kent. I actually looked at Kent as well, to be fair, so it was quite nice.
I didn't because I wanted to move away from home when I came to uni, so I was like, I'm not even gonna consider Kent.
Yeah, fair enough. I looked at it, but I was like, it's a really great course, like great journalism course. But I was like, there was something that pushed me to Sheffield, just that extra bit. But Kent was like my second option, to be honest. So it's really nice. And I don't know what. I've got a good question here.
Yeah.
Best night out in Sheffield.
Best night out in Sheffield.
Yeah.
I'm a Pop-Tarts girl.
Oh.
Don't say it like that.
Oh.
Don't say it like that.
Oh.
Where would you go?
I don't know. See, I don't want to say code because everyone hates code. But I slightly like it. I don't know. That's difficult. Oh. Raw's pretty good.
Yeah, I've not been to Raw. I don't feel sporty enough for it.
It's fine. Neither do I, and I do it.
If you do taekwondo, that's
yeah,
a
it's
sport.
fine. It's a sport, but I don't eat like a sportsman, so it's fine. But I don't know. But there is a lot of like coffee places and that in Sheffield, isn't there?
Yeah. Like I have a friend, and every time we meet up, she likes to try a new independent coffee place.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been to like some pretty far out ones, but it's nice.
What do you think about Coffee Revs downstairs?
Oh, I like Coffee Revs. Their Christmas menu came out this week.
Really?
Terry's chocolate orange hot chocolate.
Oof.
Changed my life.
That's a game changer right there, isn't it? And old Bar One also did their Christmas menu and Interval. They all like.
Oh yeah, I've seen the
did it as
Bar
well.
One Christmas burger menu.
Yeah, it's all like all fancy and all like Interval's got all the Christmas lights and stuff. It's
I
quite.
haven't been down yet.
It's quite nice. It's quite nice. But sorry, I'm getting distracted by the massive inflatable dinosaur next to you. It's quite
Abby's got a
scary.
quiz for us.
But yeah, so do you want to do the Sheffield quiz?
Yeah.
Name the city's ice hockey team.
Sheffield Steelers.
I knew that.
What year did the Meadowpool Shopping Centre open?
2002.
94.
No. Oh my god, is that old?
Do I get a point for being closest?
I'm glad. You don't deserve the point.
Rude. Oh, it was 10 years this year, so 2008.
Oh,
2009.
That's not how 10 years works.
Is Sheffield built on?
7.
What percentage of the city is green space?
80.
61%.
Oh.
The oldest football team in the world is from Sheffield, but what is their name?
Wednesday?
No, it's not. It's Sheffield Ladies? No. Sheffield FC.
Ah! 100,000. What is the population of Sheffield?
Oh no, I actually know this. 500,000?
700,000.
600,000.
Oh! Oh.
Roughly how many trees are there in the city?
More than people, so 700,000.
That's in the city though.
Oh.
1,000. 1,000?
600,000.
Oh.
Mate, told you.
It's 4.5 million.
Whoa!
No.
Jessica Ellis Hill is a graduate of the uni and Olympic
She is.
medal-winning heptathlete. Where did she finish the 2016 Games in Rio?
First.
No, that was in London. Third?
Second, silver.
Always getting it in the middle.
Final question. How many albums have the Arctic Monkeys?
Oh no! 4?
5.
6.
5.
Sheffield quiz.
Yeah, fair enough. No, yeah.
Were we keeping score? Nice.
We're both as bad as each other. Don't worry. But, oh god. I guess in my 3 years here, I don't know actually that
See,
much.
Yeah, I've had a year less here, so I'm going to take that as a success.
Oh really? Yeah. Wait to get to my age, my old age.
You're like a month older than me.
Yeah, I know. It's quite, it's fine. But one good thing about Forge is that we collaborate as well, don't we?
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about like radio and press?
So, along with Forge TV, there's Forge Radio and Forge Press, and you can get involved with either just one bit if that suits you, or all three. And it's really nice because, like, I know with Press you can just write one article in your whole time here, and that's it if that's what you want. And then Radio, you sign up for a show when it suits you. So you can really get involved with everything.
Yeah, that's a good thing because because I'm pretty much done all facets of Forge. Like I've done press, I've done radio, done TV, and TV's just kept me in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know a lot of people say that they feel like TV's the hardest to get into, but I feel like once you're in TV, it's easy to stick with it.
And I think it's the most enjoyable as well. Like, there's no stress. Like you don't have to think about a print deadline or like being live on radio. It's just all quite relaxed, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like TV. You just get involved in the projects that you want to and that fit with your schedule, and then...
Yeah, fair. And we also both do journalism as well. I'm third year, you're second year. How are you finding second year?
There's a lot. But, like, I feel like the workload between first year and second year is quite different. And media law, that's the thing. That
Definitely a
you
thing.
have to learn. And there's just a lot to it. Like, I feel like I understand it all, but when it comes to the test, like, remembering it all's a whole different thing.
Because all those dates and stuff, it's like a massive memory test, isn't it, basically?
Yeah. It's like I can apply it all. And, like, when we're in seminars and, like, he gives us questions, I can apply from the handouts. But then remembering from the handouts is, like, a different...
Yeah, I know. Because I live with Ben, who was, like, the master of media law. He, like, remembered every single day, everything. I'm just like... It was like a day before the exam. I was like, well, this is going to go well, isn't it, guys? Because I can't answer Ben's questions.
Ben keeps offering me his old handouts, and I'm like, please.
God, they're really old handouts, aren't they, as well? But also, you've got... you did radio as well, didn't you? The radio package. How was that?
I'm not a fan of
the voice
work. Yeah,
it's not the best, is it?
I feel like voicer is on you, but like the Vox Pops, you're so reliant on other people wanting to talk to you, and that stressed me out more than the actual like editing and thinking of questions, which are all things you can control. Wrap it up. But so yeah, that was quite stressful.
Yeah, but it's been nice, isn't it? Like, I'm still thinking about how it's like this would have been so nice, but it's just literally grey. So I don't know. What are we gonna do next?
Well, we're a bit NASTA.
So what you?
I was on NASTA subcommittee. We hosted NASTA last year, and for anyone that doesn't know, it's like a big student TV convention, and it was hosted at Sheffield last year. I was secretary for the committee of that, and yeah, I'm really proud of what we did because it was a really good weekend, and I feel like there's a VT coming up.
Yeah, so let's look at what we did at NASTA.
Good evening and welcome to the National Student Television Awards 2018. Come on, make some noise, go on. Just a short note, if you are awarded the highly commended award, it'd be great if you could just come on, give us a good smile for the pic, and then we will see you later. And for the winner, we'd love to know a little bit about your journey, so you do have time for a short speech. So please welcome James Mobbs.
Hello Hello, Nasta. Give us a cheer if this is your first Nasta. Okay. Give us a cheer if you were here last year. So you guys will remember that terrible moment where I broke the award. So, to reassure you all, this award is going on the floor. So anyway, it's been a great honour to judge this award again for the best title sequence. Some amazing entries this year, and it's been really difficult to find a winner. So let's take a look at the nominees.
Title sequence. UniTV, news hit. Victory Studios, Uni Survival Guide.
Shit.
XTV, BFI title sequence. LSTV, Little Things. Gust, experimental shorts.
So as you can see, some amazing entries this year. It's been really hard to pick a winner for the best title sequence 2018. Goes to XTV.
This was a bit of a ball ache.
So the winner for best writing is LSU TV with Goodbye Carolyn. Sorry.
Please welcome BBC Comedy Commissioner Gregor Sharp.
Good evening, it's a great pleasure to be here. Comedy is one of the hardest things to get right and the easiest to get wrong, so full respect to all the entrants in this category. So, highly commended in the comedy category is King's TV. Okay, nearly at half time, and the winner of the comedy category is UniTV.
Well done. News and current affairs. Okay, moving on. Our next award is for live broadcast, something I absolutely love. So the judge for this category is Erin Gordon. That is the director of Good Morning Britain. So it's a big deal. Unfortunately, Erin couldn't be with us this evening. I know, because I want a job there. But to present the award on his behalf, please welcome the Sheffield Students' Union Activities Officer, Tom Brindley.
I'm sorry you have to deal with me, so no apologies. First of all, welcome to the best city in the north. You're welcome. Before I get started, I'd just like, on behalf of all SAB teams everywhere, I would like to personally thank every single one of you for all the amazing work that you do for student media. It's incredible. You showcase all our societies, and you should all be very, very proud of what you do. And now, the award for highly commended goes to XTV. And now, your winners for Best Live Broadcast are Guild TV. Unfortunately, Guild TV can't be here with us, so I know. So I will take this award for them. Thank you.
Aw, thank you so much for doing that. Right, so the next award is for cinematography. Yes. By the way, can I shout out this cameraman because he has been doing the most, and I love it. I've literally seen him do this all night.
Right, firstly, thank you, Sheffield, for taking my voice away. Secondly, this now officially means I have to get a tattoo because we've won more than last year. So...
And the winner of the NASTA 2018 Light Entertainment Award is Forge TV, the music room!
Someone else say things. This has everything to do with Tom being great, honestly. He's done so much, it's ridiculous. So, Everly, you don't understand. He's done like an unreal amount. I've done nothing compared to Tom, so.
To everyone behind the scenes up in the Proj box who have put on the stream and done all of the graphics and everything, it looked fantastic. Dan on cameras, we've already thanked him once. And Dan up in the Proj box, well done. I know you're probably super stressed at the moment because I'm talking longer than you expect. But well done. I've got to keep going. Okay, why am I continuing? Oh, hello. Nasta. How are we? Nasta, how are we?
Better, much better. This is going to be big, by the way. I've genuinely just been warned about the pyrotechnics. I'm not even kidding. Whoever wins, you've got to get to the middle and not near the back. The red tape, avoid the red tape. There could be burns. That's what I've been told. Thank you.
Stuff on. Oh my God. The standard of content in this room tonight has been absolutely incredible. I've been blown away. There are so many stations who are so equally deserving to be standard up here. Maybe if they didn't get disqualified, they'd be up here. Don't know.
advantage of it. This may seem crazy, but 90% of children in Africa after leaving school are unable to read or write, and this is solely because of the lack of resources they have, such as books or CDs or other things that we can find in the library in order for them to achieve their educational goals. 2/3 of the population do not have access to electricity, which means they cannot use the internet to help them learn. Therefore, they are solely dependent on books to help them achieve. To make matters worse, the UK throws away 13 million books which are perfectly usable every year, and this is where Books to Africa comes in. Their incredible work has helped over 1.8 million children in Africa. However, there is still much more that can be done to help these children. The cost of shipping is at a high expense, therefore any donation that is provided to Books to Africa could be of great support for all these children.
We spoke to some students to find out their views on this topic.
Do you think that we take advantage of our education system?
It's a big question, Karen.
In this country, yeah, I do.
So I think that England, especially, I think, doesn't value education as well as it should be.
Oh, that's a good question, because I think we most definitely do. I do. I definitely did. I think up until university, I definitely took education seriously. Personally, I think for years, sort of, because I'm not engaging with what I want to do, what I want to do as I'm an adult, when it comes to taking education seriously, it's hard to. I think when it comes to having a job in mind, it helps you, especially going through education, or personally. Thank you.
I feel like we do. I don't really feel like it's our fault. I feel like the education system kind of focuses more on behaviour and being the ideal student rather than the education. So kids kind of grow up not really, caring about it, and I feel like if it was more like university, where you're given a bit more freedom, allowed to kind of study what you want and what you're interested in, people might care about it more. But
Therefore take less advantage, I guess. Yeah. Okay, regardless of how much you pay, think about all the resources you get compared to people in, for example, poorer countries. Do you think that we get a lot more, or?
Probably too much more, but also, I don't feel like we know how many resources are available. It's only this year that I've started to realise how good the library is and how many resources we have.
Why so?
Because I guess you've grown up just being able to go into education and not having to really think about paying for it. Whereas some people in other countries have to walk so far in order to access education, whereas for us it's just free.
How so would you say that we don't value it? Would you say because we overuse resources, or?
Overuse and underfund.
Do you think compared to poorer countries that we have a lot more resources, that we take advantage of those resources we have?
Maybe. I think it will get to that stage, being spoiled. I guess when it comes to children being given too much and then not having anything, I guess. But yeah, I think I agree. With that.
One last question, sorry. Do you think that we could be doing more for poorer countries in terms of resources in order to ensure that they're getting the same education that we are?
I think it's quite complex, because with a lot of poorer countries there is an issue of corruption. So when other countries do get involved and do try to help these countries, how do they know that the resources we give them are going to where it's supposed to be and just not in the pockets of the government that are taking the money? So yeah.
I feel like, especially when we're younger, because it's all free, we just go to school and that's it. I feel like at university you sort of realise that, because you have to pay a ton of money, you realise that it's not for everyone, because some people just can't afford it. But I feel like the system we got in the UK means that most people can get an education, even if it's getting a grant or something. So obviously most people here will get a student loan for their fees and then not even have to pay it back because it gets wiped. But then obviously in other countries they don't have any of that system, so people just won't go to school, and that's their normal thing, is not going to school Monday to Friday, whereas our normal thing is going to school Monday to Friday. So I guess we do a little bit.
Do you think that other countries, considering the state of other countries or the education system they have, that we could be doing more to help their system, considering ours is quite a popular education system?
Yeah, definitely. I guess in terms of the wealth of this country and that, we could do a lot more.
I don't know, I'm eating hummus.
Because there's a problem in other countries, obviously people could be doing more, but I feel like we've got enough to worry about here already. Like, our education system is not perfect. It's definitely flawed. And I think if we start going to help other people, we're basically saying, oh, our one's perfect, and it's just not. I feel like we need to sort out stuff here first before we can think about going out there. But obviously people can do their little bit, like sending books to Africa.
Hello there guys, I'm Eddie Thomas and welcome to the KTV Challenge. I'm here with Tyler and Matthew. Say hi.
Hello.
We've got a whole bunch of objects and they have to guess, both these guys have to guess what objects they have to feel what they are, using only their touch, without the use of their sight. It's going to be fun. So now we are going to bring out the first item. Touch, don't say what it is.
Wherever I'm pointing.
So touch it. Yeah, touch it.
Can I just...
No.
I know what this is.
Yeah, that's not the item you're meant to be... That's not the item. Right, Tyler, I'm going to guide your hand. There we go. Don't say what it is.
Can I keep it?
No. You done touching?
What if I know?
Okay, Matthew, same rules apply.
Yep. For Pete's sake, I've had enough of these.
Right, so what do you guys think it was?
Marshmallow. I'm going to go with marshmallow.
Both of you are correct. It is a marshmallow. Now we're going to introduce the second item. Right, so I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball. Matthew, you're going first. Jim, don't say what it is, just have a feel.
Would it be bad if I stuck it under my nose? Can you feel colours?
No. There we go. Right. There's your hand. There we go. There's your item. Don't say what it is. Don't. Oh!
What are you doing? You're
No,
not flipping it,
Tyler. No. So, what colours do you feel? What colours do you feel, Tyler? So, we've had enough touchy-feely of the item. What do you think the item is?
So I'm going to guess it's like a lime or a satsuma, but I'm going to go with lime because of the like shape. I'm doing this motion with my hands.
Matthew.
Well, as I said, because I can cup it, I think it's a lime.
It is, in fact, a lime. Yes. So this is item number 3 coming your way. Tyler, stick your hand in that.
In? Oh.
I know.
I think it's a miniaturised version of a building in London called the Gherkin.
What do you think?
Yeah.
He thinks it's a yeah.
You're both right. There are gherkins. This is item number 4. Remember, don't say what it is.
Oh. Yeah, go with.
I'll lick it.
No.
I wouldn't.
That was item number 4. Tyler, what do you think?
Broccoli.
Matthew, what do you think?
Broccoli.
You're both correct. It is broccoli. This is item number 5. Oh, it's a good one.
Am I going in?
Yes, you're going in. I mean, no, don't put it near me. No. Okay, you're confident you know what it is, Matthew. Can you stop wibbling? It is, yes.
How many more of these are there?
Tyler, what do you think it is?
Sausage.
What type? Do you think there's a particular type or?
Sausage.
Okay, I'll just.
It's a hot dog sausage.
I'll guess. I'll accept that as an answer.
What, sausage or hot dog sausage?
Both. Item number 6. Oh yeah, going for the big ones and oh. What's that? Ooh.
Well, he's excited.
That's not a good start.
Oh, this is really nice.
This is not going to end well for me, is it?
No, because I'm wearing your scarf.
Oh, I'm going to have to wear that home. Tyler, what do you think it is? Since you're very...
It's right. It smells like dog food, but it smells specifically like, I'm probably completely wrong, but like chappy.
Matthew.
Now I've got beef dog food on my trousers.
Is that what you're telling me?
You're wrong. It's chicken
Chicken
paste. This is item number 7, number 7. Oh yeah, the final item. It's a good one. Inside it, inside it. Come on. No, hand inside it.
Right in.
Right in.
Okay. What is it, Tyler?
Get it out now. Abort mission. Abort mission.
Can we make sure the chunks are off my hand?
Wipe them on the table. On the table. On the table. There we go. Matthew, don't do what Tyler did.
This isn't something really posh like caviar, because I've never actually felt caviar.
Caviar is grim.
There's some solid lumps in them and you can squish them. Is that good or bad that I'm squishing the solid lumps in the liquid?
Oh, is it like sour cream?
You're saying sour cream?
You know what, I'll go for the same with sour cream and onion in, because that's what I was squishing. Why not?
Cottage cheese.
We done?
Yes.
No! Well done, Eddie.
Right, this is catering challenge. I have to run. Bye. No. Thank you for tuning in. See you later.
Alright, what is up, guys? Yeah. I'm presenting for the first time today. You might have heard my song earlier on if you were paying any attention to this stream, but I'm actually back. Well, I say back. I'm presenting this time, and I'm with these two. And do I have to?
Yeah. We're just trying to teach you, man. We're just trying to teach you how
Oh,
it's
you guys
done.
are giving me tips now?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm here with Kieran.
Yep.
And Tyler.
Yep, that's right. 100%. Got it. Nailed it.
Nailed it. First time.
First time.
One take.
Hole in one.
As they say. We just saw you in one of the videos put your hand into a jug of cottage cheese. What?
What does that feel like?
Oh, that's a good question. Is it warm?
Did you enjoy it?
So like, imagine porridge.
Moist?
Thicker.
Mm.
But like, the impact is like hitting cold mud mixed with porridge, but you know it's cottage cheese.
Yeah, but at what point have I ever hit cold mud mixed with porridge? Like, how would I know? Why is that a good comparison?
Friday night.
Look, I was going to be honest
Friday
with you.
night in the venue.
Right.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Cottage cheese, prior to watching that video, was one of my favourite jacket potato toppings.
Ugh.
Hey,
what
don't
this
hate.
has done to it.
I can't look at cottage cheese in the same way. She's changed.
Neither can I, I'll be honest with you.
Right, so...
I mean, first off, apologies for
Yes.
for whatever appeared before. That wasn't us. That's absolutely fine. We will. We're going to continue, and we've jumped in with a lovely K-Drive takeover.
Yes. So we've obviously had a few technical difficulties, and we've just had to jump away from Forge and come back to KTV for a few minutes. So you've got our lovely faces again. We are going to be running a few videos and a few bits and bobs throughout the next until we know we can go back to Forge. So just stick with it. We're here. We will do our best to entertain you. I think that might be us gone. Apparently,
It might well be, which is sad because the ukulele's
play
here.
something.
All right. We'll see you guys in a bit. In a bit. In a bit. It's time for the other station.
bargain.
The breakfast was like £2 as well. Love it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Freshers Week was fun this year. Much better in second year.
Should we have a look at what Forge did on Freshers Week?
Go for it. Why not?
Hi guys, I'm Luke Baldwin. I am here at Encliffe Village as part of Freshers Moving In Weekend. Forge TV are going to be doing stuff all week, so stay tuned. But right now, we are going to be talking to freshers, finding out exactly what they know and don't know about Sheffield. What's your name?
Joe.
Katie. And how do you know Joe? Are you sisters?
No. Oh, you're good.
What's your name?
Victoria.
Victoria. Where are you from, Victoria?
York.
York. Oh, so not too far. That's all right then. So what time did you set off?
Like 11:30.
Easy, nice lie-in, all right. Right, so first thing is, can you name 3 things that Sheffield is famous for?
Oh no. You're putting me on the spot here. Steel. Steel.
Steel. The Arctic Monkeys. Arctic Monkey.
Arctic Monkeys. I'm trying to think of people like music as well.
There's one band in particular that's really big.
Peak District, I guess. Like.
I'll give you that.
Is it like a Ginnell? Like.
I would say Ginnell. You've got it right. You know what? Forget Yorkshire, Leeds, Manchester. We know. We know our stuff.
Do you know that?
Might be Ginnell. You might have heard.
Yes.
So what is it then?
A Ginnell.
What's a Ginnell?
Like a little hat that you walked down.
Yeah, exactly. Mardy.
Sounds like Monday.
Monday. You might feel a bit Mardy because it's Monday.
Party.
Oh no, I like that though. A bit of a Mardy one. I'm giving you the slang. Come on.
Hey up, how you doing?
A little bit Geordie towards the end, but I'll give you that.
Shut the gate. Hey up, duck.
Perfect, spot on.
I don't know.
No, that's perfect. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, that was pretty good fun. Learned some good stuff. I learned a lot. Hopefully these freshers learned a lot. Fancy an interview, guys? Any takers? 3-minute interview, get sweets at the end of it? No? Never mind.
What now?
Yeah, have you travelled far?
Isle of Dogs.
Dad, I met another dog. Dan, his name's Monty. I've now met 2 dogs today. Barney, oh, he's lying down. It's been a long day, clearly. Barney, what's your thoughts of Sheffield so far? Good, agreed. You enjoying it? Yeah, clearly. He's excited. He loves the camera. Okay, that's all we need there. I think that says enough. Thank you very much. Cheers, Barney.
I'm standing on the outside, wondering how to get through, oh, through to you. Lost all the days that I spent trying to impress you so. Where did you go? I've been searching and searching for someone like you, but nothing compares to the way that you move.
Yeah, so basically we're going to ask loads of freshers questions. We're at the full moon party right here. It's packed, it's rammed here and outside, and it's going to be really great.
And are you all freshers?
Yes!
Are you enjoying Sheffield so far?
Yes!
Right, what's your name?
Tarai, but you guys can call me T.
T, okay, oh yeah, we're already friends, let's come.
In the UK, what? It's just one country. The UK is one country, right?
It's just one country.
No, what?
What do you mean? Like two? Like Ireland and like England?
It's time to stop!
How?
England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland.
Are they all classed as different countries?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just like Ireland and England, and then that's it. That's something new.
Out of the four of you, who do you think would win the Hunger Games?
Definitely, I'm Ireland.
Me. I think I would win because I have strategy.
Me and Vicky would win. You'd win. Yeah, we win.
Easy as
1, 2, 3.
Do-re-mi. Something.
So we are here in the Students' Union. It's Thursday. It is Activities Fair, which means that over 100, how many? Is it hundreds, thousands? Lots of societies.
We get food that would have otherwise gone to waste from the Real Junk Free project, and we make like big communal meals.
And we wait for my cameraman as he slowly makes his way through. There he is, emerging from the crowd. I literally come here because they're a prop.
So we're the Assassin's Guild. So what we do is we run big games throughout the year where our members will be given a target who is also playing the game, and they will have to then track them down across Sheffield, find them and kill them with a variety of weapons. You know, writing knife on a wooden spoon and hitting somebody with it. We've had somebody dress up as a train with cardboard boxes and run somebody over. In general, if it's safe, you can do it within our rules.
I'm Reggie. This is Sutco. Uni Theatre Company. We run 4 shows every semester at least.
Are you sure? I will wear it for the rest of the video then. It's made the editing a nightmare. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one. Appears to be some sort of throwdown in the hall. So I think what happened is the far one dissed the one that was closer, and they are settling their differences through a dance-off. I don't know if this is a society or if these are just people. Who knows? It's the Students' Union. That's what's good about it. Do you reckon we can defy the no entry sign?
Are you ready? Go.
It's raining. We'll run in. We'll make it. Straight up. Straight through. Keep going. Soldier on.
Hello, we are here with Iranian tea and coffee and everything. We
now, this is my favourite society I've spoken to today, and I've spoken to a lot. So, end of the video, big thing, my seal of approval. Honestly, thank you so much for chatting with me, guys.
So we're here in Intro Week 2018, and today is the Sports Fair, so let's go check it out. So we're here with table tennis.
Yeah, so we're very inclusive, so anyone can have a go, we can get anyone in, and then once they progress, it goes up to a really high level.
Okay, well normally we have like an hour, so we'll be focusing on like a core aspect of parkour.
Search SUSC on Facebook, so SUSC is the place to be.
With the Sheffield Bears, which is the ice hockey.
This year we've got loads of different events and stuff that people can come down to. So right here now people are signing up to the Give It A Go, and what you can do is you can come down to the Give It A Go if you've never played before.
Come down! So that's the Sports Fair for another year. If you missed any of the stalls today, make sure you go online, check all their social media out and sign up and give it all a go.
Level 6. So I had joined all the Facebook groups that we have for all the various contributors and stuff, and just looked out for things to help with. I think the next time I helped out was live streaming Battle of the Bands, and again that was really cool because live streaming's something Forge does really well, and we do it a lot later on in the year. Yeah, we hosted it, and I was secretary for our subcommittee for planning that, and it was really cool to be a part of it and see everything come together and watch how we got the speakers and the judges and just organise a conference that 400 people across the country came to, and so I'm in charge of if ever anyone wanted Forge to make a video for them, I'd be their point of contact for it. Oh yeah, it's one of the best decisions I made, and I've met so many good friends through doing Forge and gotten to do so much cool stuff.
I need a story, man. Look at this. It's bare, nothing but a bloody society spotlight that was written weeks ago. I can't sit here writing about Harambe for the rest of my life.
There's no news at the moment. We're in times of peace. I say you stop your whine and be happy with what you've got.
Hello, and welcome back to our Forge TV part of the live stream. Big live link, yay!
Woo! This is quite fun. I feel like we're doing well so far. Hopefully.
So, coming up, we have got our I'm a Celebrity eating challenge, but we're
So
missing
excited.
someone.
He's ironically gone to get food before the eating challenge, despite also eating his breakfast about 20 minutes ago.
On camera.
On
As
camera. So I'm not really sure where he's gone.
Because he's probably not going to want to eat after he's eaten this.
Oh, he'll always want to eat. He will always eat.
But it might be a bit horrible.
Well, I don't really know what to say to that. Like,
I'm holding out hope.
He should turn up.
So should I go
so
through the rules sort of
I
thing?
think it would also then be quite entertaining if he was playing without knowing the rules. I would enjoy that.
So for everyone watching, the rules for this is you spin the wheel, and on the wheel it has got lots of different things that you have to do. So you either got to eat the thing yourself, you've got to feed it to the person to your left, you've got to feed it to the person to your right, either you miss a turn, which is probably good because you don't want to eat it, and that sort of thing. So it's quite simple, and they've got these little bugs and snakes there for you. So you looking forward to taking part in this challenge?
I can't wait.
I'm so excited. I mean, to be fair, you know, like all the TV programs where they get celebrities on to do challenges, I've always said if I had to go on any of them, I'd go on I'm a Celeb. To me, it just seems the most fun.
Have you guys
It's
been
an
watching
adventure. I'm not fully caught up. Please, no spoilers.
Okay. So you don't know who left last night?
I didn't even know they'd started kicking people out.
I have never watched I'm a Celeb.
Ever?
Jenny, no.
Ever.
You're missing out.
Ooh.
The last one I watched was when Noel came in and they did the
Oh.
whole Emperor challenge. So I am like
last week.
Yes, I'm very behind.
Yeah, like 10 days ago.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's been
very
going
bad.
well. They've had an eating challenge on there so far.
Cannot wait.
They did eat a lot of it.
I'd seen a post that said 3 of them, so it was Sarah, Fleur, and I think James weren't going to be taking part in eating competitions because they're vegans. Do you know if that's true, or have they taken part in eating competitions?
So it was James, Fleur, and
Sarah.
Well, Sarah took part in an eating challenge. So, but it was a thing that one of them was vegetarian for fitness. One, it wasn't true, and I can't remember what the other reason was. So it was like a whole confusion surrounding.
Oh,
that sort of
fair.
thing.
Because I think also, like, if you're vegetarian for fitness rather than because you want to do it, like,
Ethical
rather than
reasons.
ethical reasons, then I feel like if you're entering that, it'd be okay to, like, not be vegetarian for that period because it's not because you're doing it morally.
Yeah.
It's because you're doing it for health. So it's kind of, if you're doing it morally, you'd still be there like, oh, I don't want to eat it. Whereas
It's a bit difficult. Like the vegetarians that go on and like vegans that go on to the show, they've literally only got rice and beans. So at least
Yeah.
they're always going to be eating each day.
But I think
So-
also, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I seem to have found, like, when they've been delivering the food this year, there's been a lot more, like, fruit in there. Like, usually
Yeah.
it's just, like, here's some crocodile, whereas this time it's been, like, here's some crocodile and a papaya. So I've been like, oh, maybe that's for the, like, the vegan people or something. So they might be doing something a bit more like this year. Also, they got given alpaca neck, which really upset me because we've got some new content coming in the new year, which is me visiting an alpaca. Well, us visiting an alpaca farm. I love alpacas. The underrated version of a llama. I'm just going to put it out there. And then they're all there eating alpaca neck, and I was like.
So where is the alpaca farm? Because
So
people obviously
the
may not have come
alpaca
to
farm.
Sheffield.
Oh, that's very true. So Sheffield's greatest feature, the alpaca farm. It's situated like literally 10-minute drive just out of town. So you can't really walk there or get the bus there, but like it's amazing. It's well worth it, and it's a really cheap taxi drive, so it's not that bad. And also, if you're in first year and you're living in student accommodation, it's even closer because it's like you have to drive past all the student accommodation to get there, which is brilliant. And then you go and it's like £3.50 per person, and then like 50p for like a bag of food, and you get to walk around and you feed all the alpacas. They've got reindeer, so cute. Little ponies,
a pygmy goat.
Oh my god, the pygmy goat.
A pygmy goat.
Pygmy goat. We were in the middle.
Tiny goat.
Like, I'm not joking. So say it was on the table, it'd be about that high off the table. And like we were in the middle of filming, and all of a sudden we just like in the middle of filming, and then we're just like, oh my god, there's a pygmy goat. Because like I'd been once before, but had never seen the pygmy goat, and then it was
That's
there.
how
and
small
it
it
was
is.
so exciting. And then there's a field. Well, there was last time that's like got loads of alpacas in, and then just a random normal goat. And you're just there like
Quite a fat goat as well.
It was quite fat. It's like, where has this goat come from?
Different sort of goat.
They also have some emus, which are quite cute. They have some pigs.
That on I'm a Celebrity as well. I've had it a few
I
times.
know, it's upsetting. Maybe they get all their food from the Sheffield Alpaca Farm. I don't feel like they'd be allowed to do that though.
There's an indoor area at the alpaca farm.
Oh my god, he's shown up.
What have
Come
you
on.
got?
You're on to do an eating challenge. We've been waiting for you.
No. Eat that after.
You might not want to, but come on.
Put it down.
Also, he doesn't like sweets or chocolate, so this
Oh,
is
it's
going
gonna
to
be
be
fun.
very entertaining.
Who are you?
Come on. You're going to enjoy this. It's going to be so much fun.
Who's going first?
So I will be presenting, so I'm not taking part. So which one of you wants to go first?
Whoa.
Yeah.
yeah. It's
The
just
three of
us
you.
three.
Why aren't you taking part?
Because I'm presenting it.
And I can't eat the chocolate.
They've got wheat in.
Well, make.
Hang on. They're bugs.
I can't eat the white bugs.
The chocolate-covered bugs.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to go first? All you've got to do is spin the wheel.
Go on, Adam.
Why?
Oldest goes first.
Yeah. You don't have. You just got to spin it, and that's.
You've missed the rules because you weren't here.
Look.
Eat me. There you go.
Eat the person opposite you. There we go.
Lucky
So pick something.
But this doesn't work because if it's. Oh well.
Right. So
go with
Adam's
it.
opposite Helena. Jen. No, that doesn't work. No.
It's okay. We'll sort it out.
You feed
Alright,
it to me.
anything, yeah?
Yeah. Whichever one.
Couldn't you have picked a snake?
So that looks like a sort of caterpillar maggot.
Mealworm?
Dunno.
No, caterpillar.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat this.
Go on. What does it taste of?
Quite gross.
What is
I'm
it?
not gonna lie, chocolate is not nice. It's really hard and chewy. It's like
Bit like a
crunchy.
caterpillar.
I am not enjoying myself right now.
Okay, we'll go to Jen while Helena is
These
not
taste
happy.
foul.
Pass.
Yeah, thank you. Feed me to the person opposite you.
Oh, Abby.
No,
That's
you.
Adam.
What are you?
Can I have
gonna-
a tissue to get rid of this?
Oh, no.
Yep, exactly what you gave Helena.
So like a mealworm thing.
Oh.
Go on.
It's just.
hard.
Go on.
Just wait for the taste.
I even bite into it.
Just shove it in your
Stick
mouth.
the whole thing in.
Come on.
Can I get a tissue to get rid of this, please? 'Cause it's
Are there
really
tissues
disgusting.
in the hut?
I don't know. Can I,
Use a bit of a paper.
Dan, can I have a tissue?
Use part
This
of
is
press.
really good. Eat it. Hang on. No.
You've not even put it in.
She,
Adam.
I
think Adam should
I'm
eat
not
another
having
one for
this.
that.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Can you find me a tissue whilst you're up, at least?
this is entertaining.
These are the most disgusting chocolates I've ever had in my life. This is going to ruin chocolate for me.
Okay, Hermione, it's your turn to spin.
He's left the entire hub.
Oh, I think he's going to the toilet.
I am not eating another one of those chocolates. And if it says eat me, I'll take a snake to have when I got rid of.
Eat me.
Have
Have
a
a
You're not having
have
much
a
luck
snake.
here.
This is so disgusting.
Is it? Is it really? snake in at the same time.
No.
Just mix it all up together. I actually feel ill. Right, go on then, Jem. Your turn.
Eat me.
Pick something you want to eat.
Please hurry up. I feel quite ill.
How are the snakes?
Snakes are great. Big
So we
fan
like
of jelly snakes.
No.
Getting rid of the taste.
No, we've got more
I
here.
thought you said you got a cheese croissant.
Right. That is now your turn to spin.
If you ever give me one of those chocolates again, we're over.
That is choose somebody or feed the person on your right. So, Jem, what are you giving her?
Oh, thank God. You also can't give her a chocolate because they've got wheat in.
Nice.
Thanks.
That was the most disgusting chocolate I've had in my life. I'm not over
Right.
this.
I think it's Jen. Your turn.
Feed the person. Feed me to the person opposite you.
Well, you get just pick which one you want. Sabrina or Adam. Go for Adam.
It's Jem's got to pick. God damn it, Jem.
You were nice. You gave her a snake instead of the nice chocolates that could be picked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank God.
Miss a turn.
Thank you.
Adam.
Oh no.
That does not count.
No, spin it properly.
He's only got one hand to spin with.
I'm going with eat me.
No, that's feed me.
That's on the line. Spin again.
Oh!
Choose somebody. Go on then. What you making to have?
I value our relationship.
Thank you. I have
Karina
not
skips
had
a
chance to
turn.
finish one of these worms before I'm given another one yet.
Feed me to the person opposite you.
No.
I feel like we're not gonna use up the chocolates.
Yep.
If I don't give you a chocolate.
Chocolate.
You've
yeah,
even
you've got
been
to.
given it to you on your own Forge TV beer mat, so you know it's like having a plate to go with your bug.
Last time you only took a nibble.
Got to get that whole thing in there now. Whilst I aggressively eat these snakes opposite you.
Passive aggressively.
Can you stop
Sitting on
eating
its
and talking to your mic?
Like, you can have your lunch later.
You're meant to be
You've
the
had
presenter out
breakfast
of all
and
of us.
lunch here.
So, how does anybody know what we're going to talk about next and how people can donate to
Good idea.
the charity? There is a link, I believe.
There's
on
a Just Giving page that can be found on social media. There's also a totalizer in the bottom right or left hand corner.
It's there, I think.
Am I close?
Around
Somewhere around there.
Ooh,
The
exciting.
There we go.
You can also find all their social media is linked on our social media. So if you go on our Instagram story, there's a link to the charity's social media as well. So you can find them that way. So the address for donating is justgiving.com / what was it? Big Link Live. Big Live, sorry.
I like these.
404 pounds. That's doing good, but we need to get to 500. So should we see how many people can donate, and we can
Yeah.
get it to 500
Need to get it up
by
there.
the end of our
Ooh,
live stream.
big talk from Abby.
Yeah.
It's alright, we'll make Abby get it to 500 if nobody else has.
So coming up, we've got some great things still on our Forge TV live stream, but you can now catch.
What can
what's
we
coming
catch?
next.
What's coming up? Oh, we've got choice. We've got choice of what to play.
So we had choice of the chocolates, and now we've got choice
I really
of what
like
we're running.
We could have a bit of Forge versus the World, couldn't we? Shall we have a
Could we
bit
have Tim
of
on a
Tim on a horse?
I do
So
love Tim on a horse.
We've got Forge versus the World Equestrian featuring Forge's very own Tim Adams.
He's now 21.
His birthday
It was
yesterday.
his birthday yesterday, so celebrate his birthday, I think it's only right to watch him on a horse.
Exactly.
So it's Forge vs. the World Equestrian.
I got a brand new car.
Hello and welcome to Forge vs. the World episode 3. You've seen us take on Quidditch and American football, but this is the point where this series officially got out of hand.
Little head bob.
I was feeling fine before we got here. Now I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
I've been worried before we even got here, and I'm seeing horses.
We spent a lovely Wednesday afternoon with the University Equestrian Club, learning how to not fall off horses mainly. Now, let's meet the stars of this episode.
I'm alright, I was feeling okay beforehand, but now actually watching them do it and stuff, it's a bit nervous. Yeah, I just want to kind of see what it's like, get started. I think once I'm there, I'll be alright.
Luke is the second Mancunian to appear on Forge vs. the World, and this show actually falls under his section, so should be doing quite well at this, Luke. That being said, how much experience do you actually have with horses?
None at all. I've barely even seen horses, to be honest. I said before, there used to be horses around my estate that people would ride on. I don't really know if they were like actually owned or nicked because there wasn't any stables nearby. So, but yeah, no, I've never been on a horse, never been near a horse really.
I've been nervous for like the entire week because I don't know why I'm putting myself on a horse because I feel like I'm probably not going to have a good time. But why not? You try something new every day.
Can you tell that Tom really didn't want to be here? We only got him last minute, so it's good he's turned up at all, to be honest.
I think I rode a horse when I was like 8 on holiday. We did this weird horse safari abroad. And I was at the back of the row of horses, which meant I got to see all the other horses leaving behind presents for me. They were making me feel so sick I had to get up and go home.
Yeah, interesting. We'll see how it goes. Last time I went and the horses fell off it, so you know, hopefully we can get a better day than that. But yeah, should be good. How hard can it be?
Tim, you idiot, you never say that before going on a horse. He's head of sport as well, by the way, so he actually should be good at this.
So probably 6 or 7 years ago, went on a horse. That was back in Essex at one of the farms there. This is a bit more picturesque here, isn't it? So yeah, fell off that one. So we'll see how it goes. Can't get any worse than that. So yeah.
Me? Not bother. It's going to be funny watching the other ones go.
It's worth pointing out that Matt can actually ride a horse, so he is going to show everyone up massively. But hey, you know, sport.
I've got 5 years experience riding, so I'm like the next Frankie Dettori.
Horse-based entertainment.
My Little Pony, because they're cute and they're sassy.
The song Goodbye Horses. I don't know who it's by, but it's in Silence of the Lambs.
Favourite horse-based activity is horse racing, as I am a horse racing addict, which is probably not that healthy.
Horse racing. In terms
Matt said that.
Well,
like TV or a game.
Is there a TV show that you like to score?
Just watch the Grand National and stuff like that. Ascot stuff. Yeah, just betting on horses.
How do you feel, Matt?
I feel better than I think some other people do.
You're
ready to get into trot as well over there? Into trot? Trot.
Once they start doing
What'd you call me?
Oh, I kind of wish I was getting on.
And with Matt full of confidence there, it's time to get kitted up, and this was actually more difficult for them than you might have hoped.
Where's that?
Yeah, that's spot on.
That's a 9.
My proudest achievement I've ever done is I've ridden 2 wheels and my job is still fit.
Bit of ballet as well.
Yeah, just do one step at a time.
Try hats as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not quite big. No, that's like, if there's any bigger, that would be ideal.
Who's going on? Who else is going on first one?
You're such a girl.
Is it like to go like that on?
See what it's like. The standard one would be great to start with, so you know.
The first task was to actually get on the horse, and Luke and Tom seem to have passed that with flying colours. Let's see what the club members have to say about what Forge are about to do on a horse.
Right, so basically they're just getting a feel for the horse, like just getting used to the aids and just so that's stopping and starting, and they've just had a go of trying to learn how to do the rising trot.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh. Bit wobbly to the front.
Editor's note to Dan, when doing my bits, can you use more of the first half when I'm not panicking? Because by the end of it I was getting very flustered and I was messing up a lot of stuff. At the first start I was actually very good, so I would like you to just use that bit if you can, Dan. Thank you.
I'd say they did really well considering it's the first time riding. Yeah, they did good. They got into the trot nicely and making good progress. They should definitely ride again. Yeah, they picked up quite quick. They seemed quite relaxed and quite happy when they're just going around.
Is that fair?
Who was better?
Oh, I don't want to say. I don't think I could compare.
Luke's the bad loser there.
I am. I'm really annoyed that I couldn't trot properly because I'm now watching other people do it. You're like, oh, I can do that as well easier. But when you're on there, you're just thinking a million things.
Okay, Luke and Tom, how did you find it?
A lot less stressful than I thought it was. When they kept talking about trotting, I was like, oh my god, it's going to be really crazy, for 5 seconds and I'm going to panic. But that was alright, it was quite chill. Maybe because they were guiding us a lot. I think if I was on my own, I'd probably be having a panic attack every other second.
I feel like so at first I was very scared. I got on, I was panicking and I was concentrating fully in getting onto it and I was like, yes, this is... And then she was letting me walk around by myself for quite a bit, which I was happy with. But then by the end of it, she was guiding me a lot. So I'm thinking by the end of it, because I've just been told so many things, heel down, do this.
You'd forgotten.
I'd forgotten stuff, by the end of it I was so focused on getting the trot right that I'd forgotten the basic stuff.
Well, that was what
even stuff like how I was holding the rein and stuff. At first when you messed that up I was like, yes, already beating Tom at this.
I was just like, wee.
You had to pop up.
Well, you weren't allowed to pop up because you had to stand up on your feet. You weren't meant to go on your tiptoes. You're meant to just like push it.
Yeah, you just push it up with just like all even your thighs.
Yeah,
very
sure.
pleased. I don't know where you're wandering off to.
Sorry,
Do you want to ask
sorry,
that again?
Are you pleased you did it?
Yeah, definitely very pleased. I
I'm
really
less
enjoyed it.
regretful than I was before I got on the horse.
Cool. Right, see how badly this goes. Is he already on the horse? Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Oh, right. Twice, but it's about 4 or 5 years ago now.
With Matt being a proper jockey here, the main entertainment is going to come from Tim, let's be honest. Although he does look to have made it onto the horse without any difficulties, so good for you, Tim.
Yep.
Alright, so just
Going well?
that one.
So like that.
There
Yep,
we go.
and at
In
that.
your little finger out.
Cool, okay.
Open.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. A bit quick, isn't he? I would say the pressure's all on Matt here, just to give you an idea for the Forge audience here, because he has done this so many times, and I've done it twice, so yeah. If he falls off and gets it wrong, well, the video's going to be a bit of a laugh at that. How's it going? Yep.
Swing your right leg over the top of his back sometimes. Swing your leg more.
Whoa, it does your muscle in that. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. And then. There you go. And then down. Oh, that does your calf in that nearly. That, yeah, that's close to pulling your muscle there. What's the name? Jack. Good boy, Jack. Good boy.
I really enjoyed being back on the horse again.
You would, to be honest.
I enjoyed watching him ride the horse as well.
Nah. The thing is with him, I mean, obviously I've got the trainers to have the help with the horse sort of tugging me just in case it happens. With him, it's like half the time you didn't need the trainer, which was just showing off a bit.
Yeah, I was showing off a bit. I'm glad I was showing off a bit.
Trust me, when you try and get off a horse and you try and get your right leg round, it's a nightmare in your muscle. It's just beggars belief.
Getting off a horse is easy.
Getting off the horse is the most difficult bit. Trust me in that.
But no, it's good fun.
Yeah.
I will be going on a horse again sometime soon.
I think they both did really good. Obviously one of them's ridden before and you could tell. But yeah, like the more you do it, the more like relaxed you get on the horse and the more you get used to it. So it's just like one of them things.
We'll do it together again, and next time, sort of the standard will be that great for me, is that we'll catch up. We'll catch up eventually.
Huge thanks to the Equestrian Club for letting us come and get in the way whilst we film this episode. I'm John Prescott, and you've been watching Forge vs. the World.
So, welcome back. We thought what we do is we take on a little hub tour. So, where all of Forge works, all three outlets, is called the Media Hub. And it's a fairly small area in the SU that we get for just us. So me and Jenny thought we'd take you on a little tour. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're currently on the press side, and even though you can kind of work anywhere, press have that whole wall to like draft papers and stuff. So it's just known as the press side.
Yeah, and like this is the computers where they've got all the tech stuff, all like the software they need, and InDesign, that's the word, thank you. And then like where we were sat earlier, so all the sofas, that's kind of like our little comfy area.
We'll chill out.
Yeah, where we can chill. Nobody needs to do any work there. There's usually somebody napping there, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
As a fan of naps, it works well. And then behind us is featuring Dan, our station manager.
The tech cupboard.
Is the tech cupboard. And as you can see, Dan is controlling everything from this little tech cupboard. We'll leave Dan because he looks a little
shocked.
You look a little stressed in the tech cupboard.
That's Dan's live stream look.
And then this is the rest of the hub. So this is the main bit when you walk in. So this is where radio and TV tend to work. We've got a nice big forge thing. So at the end of the year, everyone can sign a new version of those. So each year we get a new one, which is quite nice. I quite like that.
It's quite cute.
Random desk area for anybody that wants it.
Typically, if people bring their laptops in, they can sit around there.
I have eaten lunch there before.
Oh, yeah.
Had a nice jacket potato from the SU. We've got our Christmas tree. Sadly, it's quite bare at the moment, but I think the plan is to do some kind of social where we like all make
Christmas
our own
tree social.
decorations. I also want to, instead of having tinsel, I want to use XLR cables. How
I
fun
love
would that
it.
be? And then like
Dan does not look
instead
like
of
he loves
lights,
it.
Dan came up with the idea.
Oh.
I know, shocking, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. But yeah, and then like we could use like some of the like camera lights and stuff as lights on the tree. I think it should be a tech tree. How cute would that be?
And we are right outside Studio 1, which is
We are.
the main radio studio.
So we have 2 radio studios, our live studio and our pre-record studio. Is there somebody in here?
Yeah.
Oh, how annoying. We can't go in. But oh well. Then we've got all our computers. So we've got a range for TV editing and then some with the radio software Myriad on, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got all our news boards for everything. Featuring Nathan, Forge Radio's head of music.
And Studio 2.
Shall we see if there's somebody in here? There is not someone in here. We can show you Studio 2. So this is our smaller
it's
radio
chilly.
studio, where people can do pre-records. That's where we make jingles as well, all that fun stuff. If we're pre-recording like any interviews or anything, that can happen in here. If we're doing like any voiceovers for any of our TV projects, we can also use this studio to do that. So that's a lot of fun. It's cold in here.
It's very cold.
It's very
in
cold in
Studio
there.
2.
We'll shut the door on that again. It's fine. Yeah,
And
this
that's
is
the
a general
entire hub.
workspace. We've done it.
We've done the hub.
We've completed the hub. I'm not really sure there's much else to say about it. There's a nice blackboard over there that people can doodle on.
Scribble on it.
Bit of creativity. Yeah.
That's
about
it.
It's all very techie over this side.
It's all very contained, the hub.
Oh, I think we should also point out our reverse advent calendar. Because in the spirit of Christmas giving, we have our reverse advent calendar where each day of December we're collecting different food or like items basically.
To go to food banks.
Yeah,
and
to go to
stuff.
food banks and homeless charities. So as it's the 1st of December, it's Cup of Soup Day. Is what we're donating.
There's some tins down the side as well.
There are. And then, so later on in the month, we've got like biscuits, stuffing, tomatoes, fish, tinned fish. Not sure about that one.
Oh, like tuna and sardines.
Oh, tuna, of course. That's much more normal. I was thinking of like...
Salmon in a tin.
Yeah, wouldn't be a fan of that, to be honest. But that makes a lot more sense. So yeah, that's our nice little reverse advent calendar, which is good fun. Nathan's laughing at me in the background. We've got loads of bundles of Forge Press everywhere because they've
I feel like
just been printed.
delivery hasn't happened yet this week. What is it called?
distribution.
Distribution
hasn't happened. So there's just bundles of Forge Press like all over the place.
And then old issues.
Just in case people don't know what Forge is.
And now we're back.
Now we're back in our little mini studio for the day. In our studio that's not really a studio. Our studio where we've got sofas, that'll do.
Put the banner up.
Yeah, my nice shiny banner. Quite a big fan of this. I can take very little credit for it, but I ordered it, so that's fine. Yeah, I think that's our hub tour about done.
That is.
Yeah, so what we've got coming up next is our Mental Health Week roundup. So, because it was World or National Mental Health Day a couple of weeks ago, and Sheffield SU decided to make it into a whole week of mental health awareness. So our head of news did a little roundup of the week, and we'll play that now.
Thank you so much everyone who came along and got involved with our mental health.
Well, actually, we're so much more than the illness that we have, aren't we? If you had a cold, you don't define yourself by your cold. Or mental health and physical health are not that far apart. In fact, there's a kind of fine line as to where one ends and the other one begins. It's a continuum that we're all on, isn't it? So some days we feel better than others.
Well, I think there are lots of benefits to singing. There are psychological and physical and social benefits to singing. There are obvious benefits, so relaxed posture, slower breathing, which gives you a slower heart rate, slower blood pressure. All of that makes you feel better mentally, and also the social interaction of your singing as well makes you feel as if you belong with other people. The group today, we did a lot of work on posture and positive body language, and we sang a few songs. We did some unison singing, we did some rounds, we had a pretend hacker, and we also did some partner songs where we were managing to sing several different songs at the same time, and it was a lovely sound by the end of the session.
So my session was for sports leaders, so whether that's club captains, inclusions officers, social secretaries, anyone on sports committees really, to learn about kind of the different welfare and mental health issues that are going on at university and how they can help students in their clubs who are facing those issues. So I think getting involved in sports clubs is one of the biggest and closest ways you can get involved at university. Your clubmates might be some of your best friends, and actually if someone's having mental health difficulties, their clubmates might be the first people to notice. We can use those integrated communities to actually get people to reach out to one another, support one another, and be able to get students to the support that they need.
The Wellbeing Cafe is a weekly meeting with a hot meal and a communal space for people to chill. It provides a communal space for people to feel safe and get a hot meal every week. So either come along at 6 PM on a Monday to New Delhi, or give us a like on Facebook and send us a message.
So the event came about because I got in contact with the Faithful Society to arrange a collaboration because I thought it would be useful to discuss the effects of alcoholism on mental health in a wider context and increase the scope of our campaign. So the two arguments were that success is linked to substance abuse and success isn't linked to substance abuse. The argument that it is linked to substance abuse is linked to performance enhancing drugs and in relation to sport and in relation to study drugs, and the argument against is that you should have free will in relation to what you do, and that there's no harm in taking drugs if it's going to make you better.
We just run a lovely 45-minute gentle vinyasa flow yoga class. It's through the JUICE programme, which runs yoga classes for staff and PhD students on a Monday, and they're free, and it's part of the general wellbeing programme the university offers throughout the year. So there's loads of scientific studies that show that just slowing down the breath puts the body into a relaxed state, and that's really important for just general well-being, that when we're relaxed our bodies are healthier.
What we're going to talk about today is a quiet room, which is yet to be kind of designed, but it is being set up, and it should be open next month. So quiet rooms in general are for people to use to kind of de-stress, kind of zone out and let themselves recuperate to come back into the world. And during stressful times in the union, obviously, such as lunch times especially, and you can't really move anywhere, people are sat everywhere, there's a lot of noise, and it just makes it easy for you to come in, sit down, go straight downstairs, give yourself half an hour, 45 minutes just to sit in silence, do whatever you want with your own time, and when it's fully furnished and ready, we're hoping think that'll be a fantastic place for people to go to if they need some time for themselves. Today we've got Art Cafe going, which is a weekly social runs every Tuesday from 5 till 7. It's just kind of place where you can come along, chill, do your own work, do nothing, talk to nobody or talk to everyone, doodle, do some art, and just have some free tea and coffee on us as a committee and just chill and relax after a long, stressful day.
It's nice because it's like a place for disabled people to talk about disabled stuff. There's a different mindset when you are disabled, and it's like nice to share that. We're on Facebook as UOS Disabled Students Committee, and that is probably the best way to find out about what we're doing because we make events for everything we do.
So we just had the panel Masculinity and Mental Health. We talked a lot about how the way men express emotions is actually quite often very different to the way women express emotions. So it's often outwards rather than inwards, and how can we kind of support men in recognising that and help them kind of let those emotions out in a healthy way. I think we need to specifically talk about male mental health because we know that suicide is the biggest killer of men under 40, and we need to be addressing that. We can't just let men keep bottling up these emotions and expressing them in unhealthy ways. We need to tackle the issue.
This is like cake and tea and a chat about self-care. It's really good, I think, to learn about sort of the smaller aspects of self-care, so they don't have to be like a big, obvious thing. It's just little things that you do day to day that make you feel better and like help you get through your day.
So the event was about effective self-care methods. So we ran it with Catherine, the welfare officer, and it was about things we can do to improve our own mental health that aren't like sort of marketised. Self-care is really important because we all know our own mental health best. Like sometimes it's a lot easier to know what we need than someone else telling us what's best for us.
The event was bringing together LGBT+ students, particularly ones that struggle with mental health, to kind of discuss what it's like to be LGBT+, particularly when currently the media is so focused on quite a lot of negative stories, particularly around trans equality, and discuss how we can care for ourselves but also each other, and how important community is for overcoming some of the problems that we face. The LGBT Lounge is a space for all LGBT+ students to just hang out.
We were doing colouring in like origami, just for like mindfulness, just something to relax with and like feeling down. So if you just take like half an hour to set yourself down and draw, I feel like it can really just take the pressure off of whatever you're feeling. So we're a listening service, we're non-judgmental and we're non-biased, and we have different services for people to contact us on, and it's just, if someone needs to unload whatever's on their chest, if they've got anything that they want to talk about, they can talk to us. We're on Facebook with Sheffield Nightline, and then we're open 8pm to 8pm every night during term time.
We've been up here in the gallery area designing the varsity t-shirt, next year's varsity event. So we've had a few designs come through, which has been brilliant. It's a really great chance for students who might not necessarily be involved in some of the sporting events in varsity to get involved by designing the t-shirt. I quite like we've got some of the raw logos put on them. Also the ones in keeping with Sheffield and the heritage of Sheffield, which is really nice. This year we're just going to continue and expand the Sport for All campaigns that we started last year, in particular adding an LGBT campaign in February, and we'd also love to see some of the logos of Sport for All on the t-shirt design this year.
We just had a really brilliant panel about liberation and mental health. So we had the chair of Disabled Students Committee, the chair of Women's Committee, the chair of LGBT+ Committee, and Maida, our Women's Officer, all talking about the different liberation groups they're part of and the marginalisations they face and how that intersects with mental health. So we were talking about how marginalised groups access services, for example, how black people or trans people or black trans people find their experience at the doctor or at counselling services or getting medication. We talked about discrimination and the effect that can have on mental health. We talked a lot about emotional labour and how women can really struggle with their mental health because of that, a bunch of stuff.
My session today was teaching people the mindfulness of breathing practice, which is a very ancient meditation practice, about 2,500 years old. And the idea behind meditation is to develop a sense of awareness about our experience, so to become aware of what's happening within our body and within our mind. So it allows us to then make choices about things that are good for us.
Our event was around alcohol and mental health. It was a little workshop where we discussed stuff such as how to face challenges of being a non-drinker at uni.
So we want people to consider when a relationship with alcohol might become, say, bad, if it starts to impact your finances or your physical or mental health.
If you think that you're struggling with alcohol or you're concerned about a friend, you can phone Nightline anonymously, or you can go to the Student Advice Centre and they can signpost you to specific services in Sheffield and say you're not alone and there is support for you.
Our Mental Health Week finished with the Mocktail Lounge in Coffee Revs. This concluded 5 days of events, all centred around raising awareness of mental health and mental health issues. There was a variety of events across the week, involving students and staff from across the university.
It's so important it doesn't stop here. We need to keep talking about mental health with our housemates, with our lecturers and with our family so that we can open up and break the stigma.
Are they working?
Right, so we're back and we thought, well, I got told we're doing a sandwich challenge, which is going to be interesting. So we've got this array of ingredients: bread and butter,
yeah,
that's normal, chicken, cheese, lettuce, like salad, normal. I feel like you can make normal sandwiches with that. But then we've also got pickled onions, not even just pickled onions, silver skin onions, and a pepperami.
One.
Yes, a pepperami. And so I think we've decided that what we've got to do is we've got to make a sandwich with 2 out of the 3 normal ingredients, and then featuring at least one of these. And we've got to try and make it nice. It's going to be interesting.
Off we go.
Right, we'll start. The irony is you can't even eat the sandwich.
I can't. So I'm
it.
volunteering our dinner station manager who bought the ingredients to try my sandwich.
There you go,
I
some bread.
feel like that's only fair.
And I do like it. This is meme-worthy butter for me.
I can't believe
It's so good.
I feel like that sums up a lot of Forge's content.
Oh, so smooth. That was so smooth.
The chicken and the cheese, mainly because I want a slice of the cheese.
Can you eat the chicken if it's breaded?
It's not breaded. It's char grilled. I had a look on the back. All it has in it is chicken and corn flour.
Oh, that chicken smells bad.
That chicken smells bad.
What is it with us doing like weird eating challenges that either smell or just taste?
Why are we
dodgy?
volunteers?
Oh, I don't know.
I think we does not feel how.
Oh,
good cheese.
The point is to make the sandwich, not just to eat the ingredients. I'm done with it now.
Honestly.
What is this? I say that, I'm asking myself that a lot recently.
I haven't had a lunch break.
Aww, neither have I. Does this chicken still taste dodgy, or is it just because we initially opened the packet? It still smells a bit dodgy.
I'm not eating the sandwich, so I don't care.
Oh no, I've dropped it on the...
Ooh!
Oh!
Money update. We're now at £410, which is good.
So if you guys don't get donating, Abby will have to fork out like a bit of her own money to get us to the 500 mark by the time we finish.
Which...
You're going to make us sweat if they don't donate soon.
I'm quite a fan of cheese and onion crisps, and I feel like they're neglected.
No.
So I'm going to make a cheese and onion sandwich.
Oh, what's wrong with you? I'm going to make, like, you know, like the Mighty Meaty, whatever they're called, pizzas. I'm going to cut mine into little slices. I'm not just going to stick it pepperoni in there.
I was going to cut the onions in half, but then I realised I'd have to touch them for lengthy periods of time.
So yeah, I'm going to have to touch them at some point. This sounded a lot easier than it actually is. I'm not having much luck with cutting this pepperoni. What are we doing? What am I doing with my life? See, doesn't this look so appetising?
Yours looks more appetising than mine.
Oh, yeah, no it does, I'm sorry. Are you actually going to layer them that closely together?
No, but I'm not fully cutting
And
them
it's
in
like
half.
proper chunky as well.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's going to love eating that. I'm not sure he realises we're being serious as well.
Who's eating yours?
Well, I think it would only be fair to either have Dan trying a bit of both.
And make it a competition.
Yeah, shall we? Shall we do that?
Well, I feel like you've won.
I wouldn't be so sure. Is pepperoni stinging my fingers? Alright.
There's a lot of concentration involved in cutting onions. I'm only going to have 4, and then I'm going to put another layer of cheese on top.
I think that's decent, right?
That looks quite nice.
Does it though? Does it?
In the, Dan, do you want salad on your sandwich?
You getting salad on one of your sandwiches?
You're not getting it on mine. Do you think I can cut the sandwich into little triangles, or is this knife not capable of that?
I don't think the knife is capable.
Well,
You could try it though, because it would be entertaining. At the very least.
Gotta
Should we
think
give
of
him
the
some
concept.
carrot as well?
less of a cut, more of a stab down the middle.
There's a disproportionate amount of salad on this. It's gone to town. One sandwich.
Gorgeous.
Dan, we've made you some lunch.
We've made you some dinner. Would you like to come and see who's made you a nice dinner? Spoiler alert, it's Helena.
Spoiler alert, Helena's sandwich isn't cutting, so it may be a, what's the word? Deconstructed sandwich when you arrive.
Fancy.
Oh yeah, got all this chef lingo right here. There we go.
Well cut. Who knew these little knives were so capable?
Well, I think, you know, there have been worse attempts.
The homage to cheese and onion crisps.
The homage to mighty, meaty pizzas with some salad thrown in and no tomato
Okay,
or
what?
cheese anywhere to be
You
seen.
could have put cheese on it.
What have you made?
Right, so my
I've
sandwich,
got a microphone now.
my sandwich for you,
Yeah.
Dan, is an homage to cheese and onion crisps.
Okay.
2 layers of cheese.
It smells really strong.
And then mine is meaty.
Come on camera, Dan.
With come and sit here. Let me move a chair across for you. Come and
Oh, do you want me- where?
yeah, come and sit in the middle so that you know you can fully get the effect of these sandwiches. Try not to break
The peck on your way round.
Okay,
I'll move your
what?
dinners closer to you.
I mean, just from a starting point, this looks a lot healthier than this one.
Thank you.
Health wasn't one of the
Criteria.
requirements.
Health is always a criteria.
My hands stink of pepperoni.
I was going to say, this really backfires.
It's alright, I've just nearly thrown them across the room by leaning on the table too hard.
Nice.
That might work in your favour.
It's really strong. I know you can't smell this at home, but it's really strong. Like the whole hub smells of pickled onions. Yeah.
I'd start with the more disgusting one.
So
Cleanse
this
your
one.
palate with the lettuce.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have to How much do I have to? None.
You have to get some onion in there,
Have
by
to
the
get
way.
some onion. There's some cheese and some onion in that.
Okay.
After I have to eat this chocolate,
No, I've
it's
dropped
only
an
fair. Oh! I heard the crunch of the onion.
It's really strong.
Does it taste like cheese and onion crisps?
It tasted of cheese and onion. Well, not of cheese and onion crisps. There wasn't that crunch that crisps give you.
Well, what was I meant to use to get the crunch?
I don't know. There's all sorts, like, around the house. I also never said you couldn't go to the shop.
I feel like...
Sorry, how is the cable going to stretch to the shop?
Oh, no, you didn't have to go to the shop.
I feel like this challenge is not made clear now.
No.
You just gave us the ingredients and said make a sandwich. You didn't say you can go and buy your own ingredients.
Content, okay? And if this gets you to donate, go to justgiving.com/biglive. Now, should we try your sandwich?
Yeah.
What is in your... It's not even Mighty Meats. Okay, that one's gone.
Trying to give you healthy food. You need to get a bit with the pepperami in it. Look, there's some there.
There's a bit up there. as well.
Yeah, but there's no lettuce in that bit.
Okay.
Yum.
To be honest, it's not that bad.
Oh, is it not?
Yours isn't.
I
that
reckon
bad.
that works, though, as a sandwich.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because all I can smell on my hands is pepperoni.
It's
really
quite
put me off.
classic combos.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go with yours. Purely because it doesn't look scary. And has more than two things in it.
It's the fact you can see through the sandwich because the onions are so raised.
That's what I mean. Like
you can literally see through the sandwich.
Look at it. It's you know, you're gluten, you can't eat wheat.
Yeah.
And you've tackled wheat.
I've held wheat today. I should wash my hands before I eat again.
Cool. Well, nice challenge.
Thanks.
This is where I'd say what's coming up next, but I can't say that and trigger the VT at the same time.
I'll let you out.
Thanks.
What is coming up next?
I don't know. I should have had a look before I came to try sandwiches.
Another Forge versus the World.
Oh, it might be something else. Let's
Or
have a
it
look.
might be something else.
Okay, I'm going to go back in the cupboard.
We'll just let Dan go and sort it out.
What would you like next?
What do you want, Dan?
I've got... Well, you know what? Let's take a look at why we're doing this and why you've just fed me a sandwich. We're going to have a look at the Books to Africa charity again, so we'll see you in a few minutes.
Still at the mic.
I don't think we realise how big of an impact Books to Africa actually has. But then, because I've been here for over 2 years, and the number of books, like every day we walk in and there's a greater number of how many books have been sent to Africa, it's the fact that you're actually making such a big change in the world, even if it's so small, like you're sitting at a table, scanning a book, but the impact that it has is like beyond. So I think that's why people should just come.
Here you can speak with other people, and it's very interesting look the quantity of books that England have, and all books are very interesting with good quality.
Nice.
We're back. What?
Okay.
Hello. I was not prepared for that at all. No warning, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not here for long anyway. We're not back for long.
No.
Because we thought, since Tim on a horse is so much fun, we'd show some other fun Forge versus World, like Abby being the only girl to do American football, which it is actually very impressive.
Yeah.
So
And playing American football quite well.
yeah, I had quite a good attempt at it. So yeah, why don't we head over to Forge versus World American football?
American football, a test of grit, physicality, and intelligence. This is not a sport for the faint-hearted.
Welcome to Forge vs. the World, Episode 2. You saw us take on Quidditch, well let's see how Forge gets on with a Sunday morning with the Sheffield Sabres. We're here at Goodwin to check out this sport from across the pond. Let's meet the team.
I am absolutely terrified of being lobbed on the ground and being proper injured because this is not American football, it's rugby. Let's be serious. It's gonna hurt.
This is Abigail White, and while she's clearly no clue which sport she's here to try out today, she is smart enough to expect pain.
I'm quite nervous. I've not played American football before. I've watched it on TV, but looking at it, it looks a lot more painful than it does on TV. But my dad's played American football, so hopefully I can channel my dad's.
Adam hosts Ream on Forge TV, so he's used to being surrounded by people bigger than him talking a load of nonsense.
Bill Warner, central midfielder. Well, I feel like I could do with a sandwich or something like that. But equally, I'm 2-0 in my fantasy league, so I probably think I've got what it takes.
Ben Warner writes every single news story for Forge Press. No, seriously, look in any copy of the paper, 80% of it was written by him.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, yeah, that's what I am. I'm Mank Tom Brady.
Not fun. I don't want to do this. Can I go home?
Oh, I've got some calls today.
Starters you mean to go on, Ben? Oh, how professional. Well, everyone's clearly taking the warm-up super seriously. Time for a check-in with the team?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I've all stretched out, my legs are all ready. I'm ready for some action.
How ready are you for the action on a scale of 1 to 10?
11.
11.
11.
Ready for action.
Exactly. Hopefully I don't get hit too hard. I'm not sure about Abby.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
We saw you open in the day.
Well, it's great to see that nothing's changed. Come on, Ben, look alive. Oh, it's like being in Amsterdam.
Who do you think is doing the best?
Me. Yeah. Obviously. Because I'm 2-0 in my fantasy league, so I must be doing the best.
I saw you doing a plank earlier. How was that?
Was I doing a plank? Out now.
You were like on all fours.
Yeah, no, that's that's like a home from home for me on all fours. I quite enjoyed it. I'm just pretty good at everything.
Did you know Ben's doing a fantasy league? He's currently 2-0.
People regularly walk up to me and hit me in the street, so I normally walk around with a helmet on. Kind of. Hopefully this will help. It's a bit heavy, but you know. Yeah, that's fine.
It's time for drill number 1.
So yeah, what you're seeing behind us, we've got a handbag. So what we're doing is getting them to come in, hit the bag with their hands and drive it back, get themselves a bit of space. It's like attacking a block. As they come in, they're then shedding it and going and making a tackle on the big tackle bags. So it's really important that they're hitting and getting extension with their arms, and then as they're coming into the bags, really driving their hips through. So yeah, we've got Abby coming up. It's a real nice contact with the bag. Could do with a bit more of a rip. And then if she came in and really sort of drove through the bag, but it's a real nice start. As she's come in, the hands are really nice, real good position, and she just needs to be a bit more aggressive on the rip, but it's a real nice start.
Awful. All of them are awful.
All right, so we've got Ben coming up. It's a real nice way to attack the bag. That's really nice. Good rip and a good hit.
Ben, what the hell was that? Ben!
Clearly wasn't too impressed with Ben there. Blimey. Oh, look at Adam out there already looking like a natural. Well, let's hear some more about Abby.
Yeah, Abby's done really well today. She's showed a lot of progression throughout the session. We had a little bit of tapping at the start. I think once she got more into it, she was properly starting to smack Donald. Donald was getting a bit scared as well, so it was really good by her. So well done.
How do you reckon they were just being nice?
Yes, I think they're just being nice to me. Because that was.
Like, obviously you had to throw yourself down on a bag there.
It was okay. It hurt.
I am quite good. I was quite physical, but enjoyed it.
Who's winning, Ben Warner or the Hangover?
Ben Warner.
Ben Warner 1, Hangover 0?
Yeah, Ben Warner 1, Hangover 0.
Amazing.
And after a hearty dose of being patronised, here's drill 2.
So it's a hands and eyes drill, so we're just getting people's hands warmed up, getting the hand-eye coordination right. So we're just popping the ball up to each other, trying not to kill each other, you know.
Our eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed this happen in the background there. Ouch. Oh, bless him. Look, he's trying so hard to hide his hangover. Oh, wait, everybody's mastered catching. Well done. Even Ben got the ball. This is improvement. Oh, that was actually pretty good. And that wasn't. Nor that. Or that. Okay, is that 1 in 4? 1 in 5 catches is good. I'll take it, to be honest. Heads up.
How did you feel that way?
Dreadfully. Even worse than the hitting the bag.
Drill 3.
So basically it's the running back drill. So all they got to do is get the ball and then go into the right gap. So it's simulating like an actual game experience. So what you got to do is what we do is like you have a run and they're meant to go in a specific gap. So there's usually about 3 options and the defense try and fill all the options. So they try and block up one to give you a space to go through. So this is simulated. So the guy with the bag over there is simulating the defense coming through and blocking out the gap. So he gets the ball, he comes through there, so you have to go to the other side. Because if you go through there in a real life situation, you just get tackled.
Did Ben Warner just smile?
I'm scared of falling over.
No one's going to shoot you.
If it will hurt.
it's good. I've got quite a lot of speed, so it's helping me through even though I'm not that big.
Is it difficult when you've got to fall quite unnaturally?
Yeah, it's quite weird, like hits you right in your chest, so it's quite weird, like getting hit all the time. But
How do you feel overall, like your experiences?
I think I'm best at this compared to everything else. I'm not very good at catching.
And do you feel more likely to sign up to join American football now that you give it a go?
Mum won't let me, so no.
Drill 4. Man, we are flying through these.
So the drill we're doing here is called mirroring drill. So this is a drill for our offensive linemen to shadow the player. It's just basically a blocking scheme. So they're just running to protect the quarterback or to protect the running back. And yeah, that's basically all there is to it, really. Right, staying low, staying low. So he didn't manage to get set up properly and wasn't able to mirror him correctly. And basically he just went straight back, straight through. So he needs to stay low, he needs to just be a bit more, he needs to be more on his toes, just chopping his feet really. Because if he doesn't make that stop, then that's your quarterback sacked right there.
Abby just looks mildly annoyed with everything all the time.
Oh, that is cinematic stuff. Right, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. I'm pretty tired already.
Yeah.
My arm's kind of hurt.
You've got to have quite good conditioning to play American football then, otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think I have it to be honest, but I'll try.
I'm tired. Yeah, it's been like an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, we've been playing for an hour and a half.
Hell no. There's no, like, thing.
Drill 5. Oh, please, please, please tell me that this is the donut one. Oh my, it's the donut one, isn't it? Oh, I can see the donut. Oh no, it's more of Abby falling on top of bags. Exhibit A. Oh my, that is a proper mank gun there. Look at that. Christ. Hey, it's donut time. Oh my god, I can't wait for this. So in this drill, you've got to tackle that big moving red donut before it hits the white line. Although you are supposed to dive, Adam. No? Okay.
I'm not very good at diving because I'm going to hurt my hands. Go for it. Like Tim.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do it.
There's a joke about Ben liking donuts here, isn't there, somewhere? Ben... Oh, I haven't seen Ben... No, I'm not going there. I think Abby would like to speak to the manager. Ooh, what? He shot off a cone there. Well done, Forge. How did everyone get on then?
Yeah, it was better than what I thought it was going to be. A lot less contact, considering the fact there was still contact there. It's a lot less. Probably the catching, because Mary didn't get hurt.
Probably the one where I was catching, because I'm the best at catching, the best at catching, the best at catching.
It's a bit interesting. I don't think there's guys that's actually small. I thought that would be massive, like 7 foot guys, so it's good. Yeah, hopefully use my ability as well.
It's was pretty fun, not gonna lie. I thought it'd be awful. It was pretty fun. I'm pretty good. And I think my 2-0 record in the Fantasy League really helped me out.
What he didn't know at this point was that pretty much as soon as this video finished, he lost his next game. Thought I'd point that out.
I didn't know what to expect, to be perfectly honest. I signed up to this and didn't even know what it was. So, yeah, it was good. I think more girls need to get involved with it. It's the only one.
It's pretty fun. I can see why people enjoy it. And it's better being down here and doing this than being in bed all day. I've probably worked the hangover out. I imagine a lot of these people have as well. There's a lot of people here. Pretty good way to spend the afternoon.
Cheers, Ben. Well, that's all from us. I've been Adrian Charles, and you've been watching Forge versus the World.
I've got the slip balls today, boys.
So we're back. I quite like that episode, Forge vs. the World. I think it's quite a good one. I mean, you've got Abby diving through that donut ring, which I wouldn't do it, so I'm quite impressed. I am aware she's in the room, but I would say this even if she wasn't. So, and then you've got Ben and that catch. That's not quite a catch. And I would like to say, because he'll shout at me later if I don't say this.
He's not watching, he's at the football.
In case he finds out about this then, that he did 5 catches.
Yeah.
He made 4 out of the 5 catches, but only 1 catch went in, and it was that one.
Do you know how many times I've heard that?
I mean, I've heard it a lot, so I can't imagine how many times you've heard it.
My favourite thing about that episode is the sunglasses.
Oh, it's when he says he wants a sandwich as well.
Ben has a small collection of sunglasses. Ben almost added to this collection of sunglasses in the week. It is November. It is grey.
This is not the weather for sunglasses.
This is the weather for sunglass purchasing. Luckily, he did not purchase them. Instead, he bought his new favourite thing, the stress cactus.
I have seen this stress cactus. I think we should make it a feature of the hub. We should have had it here today as, a little floral display. A stress cactus, it's bizarre. But yeah, it's a bit grim up north today. I feel like everywhere else that's doing the live streams down south and, they might be having a fun time, whereas we're just here like, well, isn't this lovely? So pleasant.
Grey and rainy.
Oh, it's so rainy, it's disgusting. I don't like it. Walking to uni the other day, torrential rain. I just straightened my hair. I genuinely looked like I had no hair because I'd tucked it all away to run to uni.
Rain is not kind to fringes either.
It's not kind to fringes at all. Mine just goes. If it gets wet.
Mine just gets a bit sad.
Yeah, I've been compared to a drowned rat before when my fringe gets wet. People are I'm there oh, my fringe wet isn't a good look, and people are just there no, it's not. And I'm like, you could be at least a little bit kinder, but oh well. I tried.
Life goes on.
Yeah, it does. You know, you have those portable fans.
Oh yeah.
You should have a portable hair dryer. That's revolutionary.
Theme parks could make a decent amount of money on them as well from their water rides.
I feel like this is a gap in the market that we should look into. Forge TV branches out to hairdryer business.
Dan,
watch
you
this
on board?
space. Oh, the things we come up with when we're just chatting. It's bizarre. But yeah, I feel like we've done all right this morning. I feel like it's gone well. Oh, we've got an updated total. Let's see if Abby's
bank account.
Yeah, if Abby's doing the bank account job and paying more. It's that's how good I am with my lefts and rights, everybody. So is it about here?
There's a total.
Oh my god, is there a total sat on the sofa with me?
I love it.
Yeah, it's just on your armrest. At the minute it's 545.
545? That's pretty good. Abby's well in the clear. She does not have to donate any money to get us over the 500 mark. But Abby, would you consider donating enough to get us over the 600 mark? Because 500's not a limit, everybody. You can
it's
always donate more. That was our aim. And now we've reached it, may as well raise the bar higher. Why not £600? Why not 700? Why not 1,000, as Dan says from the tech cupboard? He's looking less stressed now. It's going well. He's having fun now.
We've not got as long left. He knows what to do.
It's working. The money is clearly flowing in.
It's a
great.
happy Dan time.
And it's all for charity, so may as well raise the total to 600. I keep gesturing here. I have no
'Cause you
idea.
know
if
it's
this-
there
I'm
now.
like, there's money here. But yeah, may as well get it to £600. Why not? It's all for Books to Africa.
Yeah.
Good charity. Support the cause. Do a little dance whilst you're at it. Have a fun time. Get the Christmas songs playing.
Back to Christmas.
Oh, putting my Christmas jumper on in about an hour and a half. I'm very excited. Very sad. But I will. Yeah, it's good fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there. Oh, is it time to go? Oh, that's so sad. So we've got a 10-minute VT coming up. What have we got coming up, Dan? Ooh, Late Night with Larry season 2. Do you love a bit of like comedic drama? Nice
Is it
one.
Forge's only drama?
It is, I think it is currently Forge's only drama, but there are plans for more.
Charlotte
yeah,
Holmes, watch this space.
now we've said it, Luke's got to get right in them, so
Luke
we get them out.
Baldwin.
We want Charlotte Holmes ASAP, please. So yeah, we will sign off. This has been Forge TV doing the big live link.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun, and hopefully we get a lot more money coming in. It's for Books to Africa again. Good charity.
There's a Just Giving page.
There is a Just Giving page. You can also find all of the charities like social media and stuff. It's on our social media. It's on Kent's. It's on Southampton's.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. So I hope the rest of the live stream goes well for everyone. And this has been Forge TV. Bye.
I need a story, man. Look at this. It's bare, nothing but a bloody society spotlight that was written weeks ago. Can't sit here writing about Harambe for the rest of my life.
There's no news at the moment. We're in times of peace. I say you stop your whine and be happy with what you've got.
Do you know what something a little bit more, you know, like an actual scoop? A real journalistic mission?
I'm a university student and it's 9:30 in the morning. I don't know what I want. I mean, it's a cup of coffee or a shot of vodka, but either way, I'm not sure. The real missions, daredevil assignments, those can wait. Leave that to the CIA.
You're no fun.
I don't claim to be.
Pass me that coffee, will you?
Sure, you can drown your sorrows with a quick burst of liquid energy.
Have you seen the Emoji Movie? I might do a review on it. Bill?
Happy Hanukkah, Joe, you son of a bitch. You've got your story.
Commentators are often in agreement that one of Late Night with Larry's main selling points for audiences was its rugged aesthetic and its down-to-earth presentation of its characters.
Of course the aesthetic helps, it adds to the brilliance of the show's realism. It made viewers, especially young audiences, feel like it was something that they could do themselves, that they could make the same sort of thing. And they did.
Last Night Tomorrow with Barry was really a turning point because at its heart it was a true homage to Larry and everything he was doing at the time.
My name is Tonson Sango, and I'm the Executive Director of Operations. This is a fancy title I gave myself because I'm also the co-founder of Books to Africa as well. I just want to highlight that Books to Africa, for those of you who may not know, is an organization that actually started here at the University of Kent. We were all students when we started this organization as a student society.
My name is Nissi. Online I go by Nissi T, and I'm here at Kent University. Number one, I had an amazing time so far with Books to Africa, an absolutely incredible charity organisation, all about something that I'm really, really passionate about. I'm passionate about education, people being educated, not just in terms of schooling, but just in ways that can open up their mind, expand their thoughts.
Hey there, hope you're enjoying the live link. I'm going to be sitting down with the Inquire team. I'm going to try to teach them how to go live, how to host their own radio show.
Hello, we are Inquire and we are in the CSR studio today.
Hello there and welcome to KTV. I'm Eddie.
And I'm Sam, and we are here filming for the big live link.
Chubby Bunny. This is really strange, you guys just watching me do this.
2 more and you can double Eddie.
This is amazing.
You do the classic like SpongeBob cut of like several hours later. That's marshmallow stuff, by the way, from the last one. Just clarify, these were clean when I came out. No.
What do you think I should get for Eddie?
This was on you. This was on you.
That is not acting. That is genuine.
Okay, we're getting Tyler's car.
Yeah, from really far.
Do we have another egg?
I'm gonna hold your legs or something. What's the get in? How do you open the boot?
Number one, stay educated. That doesn't just end in school. Education happens even beyond that. But secondly, make sure you support Books to Africa. It's an incredible charity.
Hello and welcome back to the final hour of the big live link. Thank you so much to Forge for taking over for us for that however many
Yes,
hours.
we are now on the final leg. This is the long haul.
Yes.
So yes.
So to spice things up a little bit, and since most of us are kind of sleep deprived, we thought we would do a very, very special edition of Tea Time and have most of our crew / presenters / guests, as many people as we could get into the studio to do a sort of, I guess, tea time with questions and, you know, just keep it light. Just keep it light for the rest of the hour. So welcome to Tea Time.
Tea Time.
Graphic.
Okay, so how are we all feeling, everyone? How's everyone doing?
That's a load of
Tired?
I remember the notes were keep it light and positive for the last hour.
Okay, right, since you've said that, what was everyone's favourite bit about the show so far?
Apart from you.
Do you want to know what? Oh yeah, pass the mic over.
Being with you.
Being with me.
For 4 hours. Hold my hand. Oh. Being with him for 4 hours and popping balloons with our asses.
That was an experience and a half.
That was a lifetime ago.
That was traumatising for me.
It was
very,
so loud.
It was very traumatising.
You try being on top of them. Very loud.
It was insane. Okay, so...
Yeah, it was. I think it's got to be just the amount of K-Drive we managed to cram into 1 hour is phenomenal. I mean, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. But it was just K-Drive back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
There's 3 of the winners here today.
There's 3 of the winners here today.
There's a few
one
losers in it.
There's a loser over here.
Oh, I wonder where they are.
How's it feel to lose?
It's better than you think.
How come?
I love it. I'm so used to it.
Keep it light and positive.
Light and positive. We're going against it already. It's been 2 minutes. You won the hearts of everyone.
Yeah, at least there's that. You won that. On this side of the sofa. Wait, could we have the mic? Thank you.
Oh, you got 2. Pick and choose. You can't have 2.
No, I think, well, we've reached budget now, so, I mean,
Yeah.
goal, so that's good.
Yeah,
Budget,
£500.
So
Yay!
that's 1,000 books, but we still want more donations, so keep donating, everyone.
Yes. 1 more hour to get them in, get them registered on the screen.
Yeah.
www.justgiving.co.uk/fundraising/big live.
There.
3 people. Everyone point.
There.
Yeah.
What's been your favourite bits?
Let's not go there.
How
was breakfast? Let's not go there.
I think that was my favourite bit.
I don't know, I think it's been so cool to like share this space with all you amazing people and all you amazing people behind the scenes in the gallery. I mean, it's just been fun because everyone's kind of had their like ups and downs and the hyperactivity sort of sets in. And so, yeah, it's been really cool to do that. So
I also want to shoot in another massive thank you to our 4 main collaborators. We've got Inquire in the form of Daria here, who's helped, and Bill, and Bill Balkett as well. Mustacheless Bill Balkett.
Yes.
But
It's disappeared. Have you noticed?
yeah, but I also want to give also a massive shout out to CSR as well for getting stuck in with CSR Does KTV Live, and more importantly to Susu TV and Forge TV down in Sheffield, up in Sheffield, down in Southampton, not in that order. But you guys are absolutely incredible. Honestly, most of these donations, most of the support that we have got throughout this live wouldn't be done without all 4 of your support. So a massive thank you to all 4 of you guys as well. So I think that deserves a round of applause, I think.
Yes, thank you.
I think we are forgetting one massive shout out to a person who made this all possible.
Yes. For sure. Yes. Yes.
I can all say
She's just through there.
She spent what, 5-6 months planning this ever since you guys went to NASA last year.
For years.
For years.
Absolutely.
How long have
years.
you been at Kent now? 6
Oh.
years, 7 years.
She can retire 5 years. She's in my ear telling me 5 years.
Yeah.
Since the dawn of time.
But Maisie, just congratulations.
We love you,
Well
Maisie.
done.
Well done, Maisie. She said yeah. Well, this so far. Oh, sorry, I've got her in my ear still. So this has been like so great, and we always have to go back to being serious a little bit, and like the whole cause itself is for the charity, and we have been able to raise more than we had a goal to raise for sure. And so we're going to quickly cut to a short VT and to just home in on that message again. So yeah, let's see that now.
And welcome back. That was VT talking about the statistics about the impact of Books to Africa, our chosen charity for the big live link.
Actually, could you tell us how many books we've been able to send off
Oh,
right now?
it was. Oh, my numbers are. I'm terrible with maths. But it
50p
must be
per book.
50p per book. So what? So 1,000.
It was 50p for one book was 50p.
1,090. I have a calculator in my head. But the other thing that I think is worth mentioning is that yes, it is all about the books and all about the money that we raise, but it's taking a step further from that. It's the awareness as well. We've had over 1,000 individual viewers watch this stream. That was at midnight. Well, I guess the night just gone. That's 1,000 people that we've raised awareness to, and I guarantee you we've raised it to so many more people. We've spread this awareness not just around Kent, we've spread it to Southampton, and we've spread it all the way up to Sheffield as well. And to see, such a widespread of the information about the charity is absolutely fantastic. So, even after this live stream's over, keep sharing it, keep throwing that content out there that we're going to be releasing over the next few months. And it doesn't stop here. Even if we stop fundraising, we're going to still be making awareness. So, I think that's a really important thing to drive home.
No, I agree. I mean, the fact that we could even pull this off, and the manpower that it's taken us, the time, the effort, the collaboration was just insane. So I'm just glad that we could pull it off, and we have some very interesting content, though, I must say.
Yes, and speaking of which, we do actually have a very interesting video coming up that has been run a few times, but if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch.
No prizes for guessing what this is.
It's not K-Drive.
Whoa!
So it is. Essentially, I'm still in it. It is essentially a video of me punching cottage cheese, but I think it's a little bit more than that. So I'm gonna, if you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it. We're just gonna run straight into it.
Hello there guys, I'm Eddie Thomas and welcome to the KTV Challenge. I'm here with Tyler and Matthew. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi. We've got a whole bunch of objects and they have to guess, both these guys have to guess what objects they have to feel what they are, using only their touch, without using their sight. It's going to be fun. So now we are going to bring out the first item. Touch, don't say what it is.
Wherever I'm pointing.
So touch it. Yeah, touch it.
Can I just...
No.
I know what this is.
Yeah, that's not the item you're meant to be... That's not the item. Right, Tyler, I'm going to go at your hand. There we go. Don't say what it is.
Can I keep it?
No. You done touching?
What if I don't?
Okay, Matthew, same rules apply.
Yep. For Pete's sake, I've had enough of these.
Right, so what do you guys think it was?
Marshmallow.
I'm going to go with marshmallow. And
Both of you are correct. It is a marshmallow. Now I'm going to introduce the second item. Right, so I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball. Matthew, you're going first. Jim, don't say what it is, just have a feel.
Would it be bad if I stuck it under my nose? Can you feel colours?
No. There we go. Right. There's your hand. There we go. There's your item. Don't say what it is. Don't. Oh!
What are you doing? You're
No,
not sniffing it, are you?
Tyler. No. So, what colours do you feel? What colours do you feel, Tyler? So, we've had enough touchy-feely of the item. What do you think the item is?
So I'm going to guess it's like a lime or a satsuma, but I'm going to go with lime because of the like shape. I'm doing this motion with my hands.
Matthew.
Well, as I said, because I can cup it, I think it's a lime.
It is, in fact, a lime. Yes. So this is item number 3 coming your way. Tyler, stick your hand in that.
In? Oh.
I know.
I think it's a miniaturised version of a building in London called the Gherkin.
What do you think?
Yeah.
He thinks it's a yeah.
You're both right. They are gherkins. This is item number 4. Remember,
What on earth?
don't say what it is.
Oh. Yeah, go with.
Can't lick it.
No.
I wouldn't.
That was item number 4. Tyler, what do you think?
Broccoli.
Matthew, what do you think?
Broccoli.
You're both correct. It is broccoli. This is item number 5. Oh, it's a good one.
Am I going in?
Yes, you're going in.
Ugh.
No, don't put it near me. No. Okay, you're confident you know what it is, Matthew. Can you stop wibbling? It is, yes.
How many more of these are there?
Tyler, what do you think it is?
Sausage.
What type? Do you think there's a particular type or?
Sausage.
Okay, I'll just.
It's a hot dog sausage.
I'll guess. I'll accept that as an answer.
Well, sausage or hot dog sausage?
Both. Item number 6. Oh yeah, going for the big ones and oh. What's that? Ooh.
Well, he's excited.
That's not a good start.
Oh, this is really nice.
This is not going to end well for me, is it?
No, because I'm wearing your scarf.
Oh, I'm going to have to wear that home. Tyler, what do you think it is? Since you're very...
It's right. It smells like dog food, but it smells specifically like, I'm probably completely wrong, but like chappy.
Matthew.
Now I've got beef dog food on my trousers. Is that what you're telling me?
You're wrong. It's chicken paste.
Well,
This is item number 7, number 7. Oh yeah, the final item. It's a good one. Inside it, inside it. Come on. No, hand inside it.
Right in.
Right in.
Okay. What is it, Tyler?
Get it out now. Abort mission. Abort mission.
Can we make sure the chunks are off my hand?
Wipe them on the table. On the table. On the table. There we go. Matthew, don't do what Tyler did.
This isn't something really posh like caviar, because I've never actually felt caviar.
Caviar is grim.
There's some solid lumps in them and you can squish them. Is that good or bad that I'm squishing the solid lumps in the liquid?
Oh, is it like sour cream?
You were saying sour cream.
You know what, I'll go for the same with sour cream and onion in, because that's what I was squishing. Why not?
Cottage cheese.
We done?
Yes.
No! Well done, Eddie.
Right, this is Catering Challenge. I have to run. Bye. Oh, no. Thank you for tuning in. See you later.
Oh, hello. Yeah, no, we were just looking at that, quite traumatic. But we are joined by 2 lovely ladies. Do you mind introducing yourselves?
I'm Idid Young and I'm the president for Books to Africa this year.
Okay.
I'm Anita and I'm the event secretary for Books to Africa this year.
That's really cool. So I just wanted to say that we have currently hit £595. That is almost £100 over our target. So thank you so much to everyone out there.
Everybody.
Thank
I
you.
mean, how are you guys feeling about this?
I'm too excited.
Honestly,
I'm way too excited.
I'm over the moon because I did not even expect it to go this high. This is more than we actually anticipated, isn't
This
it?
is so great.
Yeah.
And this money would go a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it would go a long way.
It's about 1,000 bucks.
So what sorts of things will you be spending this money on?
Basically funding for shipments and things like that, sponsorships and that, that's most of what donations go into, really. Yeah.
I was just more asking more about how you're sort of more processing in the fact that we are way above our target for the 595. But I think that was quite clearly answered. but getting back onto what you do, but what is it like volunteering for Books to Africa?
I think it's really incredible because Basically, we come in on Wednesdays most times. You can also come in on Mondays and Saturdays. Yeah, but most of us come in on Wednesdays because that's when we're free. And usually we'd come in, we'd sort books into the categories of primary, secondary, or university books, and we'd then package them into like subjects, so math, science, languages, all of that. And once we've done that, we all put all of the boxes we package into like a pallet, and that's like how many?
A pallet has about 1,000 books.
About 1,000 books.
Yes.
So yeah, and we prep those for shipping, and we have shipment days.
Yeah,
so we put like a bunch of pallets in preparation for shipping to a specific country.
Yeah.
And how long have you been volunteering for Books to Africa, and why did you get involved with them?
I've been volunteering just over a year. I joined like October last year. Yes. And then I got involved because I was looking for new volunteering opportunities to, take part in the university. And this just came across, I found it. And the first time I went, it was so lovely being there. The setting was too chilled. I was like, yes, I'm coming back. And yeah, there was free food.
Oh, fair. Do you mind if I just take that mic off of you? So I'll just...
Yeah.
It's gone, so you can share that one.
I joined, it's been about almost a year now, and I joined like January. Was it January?
I do not remember.
She basically told me about it, but I joined because I was looking for more opportunities to like volunteer or join like an extracurricular, and I guess Books to Africa was just like one of the first things I saw as like a volunteering opportunity on the Kent Union website. And yeah, I find volunteering on Wednesdays is really cool, really chill environment and everything. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. So, what drew you to like Books to Africa? Was it like just you thought, why not? I'll try something new. Was it like, no, I really like this cause, or like, why this charity? Why not say another one?
For me, it was two things. The first is I like books, so I like to be around books. Like, I like to go through titles. I like to see what's inside a book. I like to see books I've read before, books I want to read, books I haven't read before. And then the second thing was I'm from Africa, so I understand what it means when people say there's schools that cannot afford books, and then there's people that can't get books. So it means a lot to me to, take part in actively sending books to schools in Africa to give people that opportunity that I got.
Yeah, it definitely feels a bit closer to home for me because I'm from Africa as well. And it was pretty random, like me joining, to be honest, because it was more of a trial and error thing. I was going around looking for things. But then I find that the environment in Books to Africa is really what like made me stay. And just, being around people who are enjoying doing what they're doing as well, that's really what kept me there as well.
Cool. Could you also tell us a bit more about the kind of events that you start up or you do to try and raise more awareness for Books to Africa?
Okay, basically we just had an event for the Black History Month on the 25th of October, if I remember. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was a fundraising event. We had a guest speaker who came to, give a talk, and then there were performances. There was a dance performance, a song, and then spoken word performance. So then it brought in a lot of people, and then to enter, you either had to donate £5 or bring a book. Yeah. So that raised a lot of awareness because there were people after that, so many people signed up to join, and then there's people that have, tagged along with me to go on Wednesdays to the warehouse to volunteer. And then normally we just talk to people. It's usually like I joined because I knew somebody that was there. She joined because she knew me. Oh, okay. So it's usually like that, yeah.
Yeah, you like attract your friends. Your friends come in, they see that it's a nice environment, they see, free food. We always attract people free food.
We're students at the end of the day,
yeah, students love free food. So yeah, they come in and they see it's pretty chill, and it's sorting books. It's really not that hard. It's just literally scanning books and organizing them. So it's not like it's tedious or like a really hard job to do. So I guess that's exactly what like people want. Yeah. So, and it's like according to your schedule. We don't force you to come in as volunteering, of course.
Yes. So. And you can come in at whatever time is convenient for you, leave whenever it's convenient for you. You don't have to stay the whole time there. And then your friends are there, so it's just convenient. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously we have raised quite a lot of money, and that's all going to go towards the whole shipping and sending and all that sort of thing. But I really want to donate some books. So how would I go about doing that?
To donate books, you can either contact us at our email ukc@bookstoafrica.org, Or we have book bins. We have like 3 book bins in Wolf Reception. And then right now, like 2 of them are almost filled up with books. People donate books there. But apparently a lot of people don't know about that. So we're thinking of moving it to somewhere more obvious, like Keynes.
Have you thought about the library, maybe?
That would be a good, yeah.
Because,
probably,
I mean,
yes. Because
the residents of all books.
Residents of all students.
Yeah, that is also quite true.
Yes, yes.
So maybe just like move it around to more locations on campus.
And then tell people that, oh yeah, you have book bins all around. If you if you have a book that you do not need anymore, you can drop it there. And usually at the end of term or at the end of like the school year, people have a lot of books that they do not want again.
Yeah. Aside from on campus though, people that don't go to like Kent, they usually post it to us.
Yeah,
so
to
from
the
say
warehouse.
like regular schools, sixth form, they post their books to us after they're done with their exams and all that. GCSE books as well.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And what sorts of like impact does these books have on like children? What would you say is like a big impact?
Well, I think first of all, if you don't have a regular, accumulation of books like back home or anywhere in Africa really, I guess having us send our books to them is already like a benefit. It helps with their education as well. And say like stocking up libraries. I think we send them to libraries as well. So yeah, just, helping them, get their education and I don't know, just...
And also for people that really can't afford these books, it's nice to be able to get them for free, basically. Yeah, so it saves them that cost.
I would also like to quickly remind everyone and to you guys that we've now hit £600.
Oh my
God.
So whoever is listening, thank you.
Thank you so much.
In the words of Tesco, every little helps. So that is roughly, I want to say, roughly 1,200 books.
Yes.
That contributes to all that shipping.
Yes.
So yeah.
How do you usually decide who to send them to? Do you have like specific countries or like cities or libraries or schools that you're in partner with, or like how does it work?
Normally, people request books, like schools and other educational institutions request books, and then sometimes other people request books for schools in Africa. Yeah, so that helps for us to know the schools to send these books to. And also we have like warehouses and branches in different countries in Africa.
Okay.
So sometimes you just send books there to stock up the warehouses, and then people can come get books from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a very
It's very organised.
Yes, it's quite organised.
It's like very, the management of it is amazing, I must say. But where is the warehouse actually?
It's in Barton Business Park, Dover Road in Canterbury. The postcode is CT13AA.
Easy to find. So how do you like get to that place? Do you bus, walk?
Yeah, take the bus.
It's basically one bus from the city centre. I think it's 23A.
Yeah.
And
a
usually
bus
when
from
we
the
have
city
like new volunteers, we kind of agree on a place to meet up so we can take them there. Because sometimes
it's not really easy for them to find their way. We've had cases where people went on their own and then they're calling, oh yeah, so I'm in the middle of a field. You're like, how did you get there?
Yeah, because once you get on the bus, you still have to walk like just a tiny
there's just
bit.
a path.
Yeah, I think we can absolutely 100% confirm that one of our production team members on a shoot did end up getting lost on trying to find your warehouse. We can 100% confirm because the person who just said that to me is the person that got lost themselves.
Oh.
So
Wonderful.
I mean, they found it eventually, but the point is... But going back to more where you're working in the warehouse, obviously you'll be doing lots of different types of variety of books. How do you go through all the sorting through all the various different types of books, and how do you distribute them across all your various outlets?
Okay, so for our sorting of the books, there's like a palette that has like 1,000 books that people have brought in, and then there are computers. So beside each computer, there's a palette, right? And then in each palette, there's different boxes. So you bring out a box, and then in each box, there are different types of books. So we scan the books, and then the software, the website that we use to scan the books usually tells you whether they're like secondary or primary, but sometimes you can just tell from looking at the books. So then we sort them, because on the tables, it's really organized. On the tables, there's like sections for primary, secondary, novels, tertiary books. So then we sort them and then we repackage them. So we put all the secondary books for a particular subject in boxes. So when we're boxing them, we box them according to the subjects and according to the levels of education.
So by the time we're done, we have like a whole like
palette of just secondary books.
For math or
so. And then when people request books, they usually request like specific books. So they can be like, oh, I would like 100 secondary science books, 200 primary English books. So it's convenient. You can just take boxes from there and give it to them. And sometimes you just send general books to the outlets in different countries, so then people can come in and pick what they want.
Yes, yeah, because it is amazing what you do in your Books to Africa warehouse. Over the past few weeks, various members of our crew, all of our production team, we've had the most wonderful opportunities to actually visit the warehouses, and we can certainly pass on the message and certainly say that from our crew members, from our producers that have been responsible for not only building up the Big Lights Link, but also filming all these various VTs about Books to Africa and your warehouses, that we as KTV have enjoyed working with you. We've enjoyed actually understanding how it all works and you're around. I mean, pretty much I would say we have been inspired by all of your hard work, not just by particularly you two, but everyone involved in your organisation, and it's an absolute privilege for you to be our chosen charity for the Big Lights Link.
Thank you
An
so
absolute
much.
privilege.
It's been amazing, honestly, and I'm amazed by all of the hard work that you do. And are you guys happy about the money?
We are more than happy.
You guys look very excited when you walked in. No, but it is amazing what you guys do, and I hope that you keep on doing it and you keep working really hard, and I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you so much.
So we'd like to say thank you very much.
No,
for
we would
being
like
with
to
us.
thank you.
All your effort. Oh my goodness.
Yes, you guys have put in so much for this. And like we were just discussing outside how we can't believe how everything just came together, and you guys did so much. We've raised so much. We really want to thank you guys for picking us and giving us this opportunity to put ourselves out there.
Well, it's a privilege, an absolute privilege.
It's been amazing. Thank you again, and we will show you guys another quick clip about the work that Books to Africa does.
This is Hartley Library, the University of Southampton's main library, and home to over 50,000 books. Most people here may dislike the library or not want to be here. However, if you think about it, there are so many resources that we're getting for free, and we shouldn't be taking advantage of it. This may seem crazy, but 90% of children in Africa, after leaving school, are unable to read or write. And this is solely because of the lack of resources they have, such as books or CDs or other things that we can find in the library in order for them to achieve their educational goals. 2/3 of the population do not have access to electricity, which means they cannot use the internet to help them learn. Therefore, they are solely dependent on books to help them achieve. To make matters worse, the UK throws away 13 million books which are perfectly usable every year, and this is where Books to Africa comes in. Their incredible work has helped over 1.8 million children in Africa. However, there is still much more that can be done to help these children. The cost of shipping is at a high expense, therefore any donation that is provided to Books to Africa could be of great support for all these children.
We spoke to some students to find out their views on this topic.
Do you think that we take advantage of our education system?
It's a big question, gang.
In this country, yeah, I do.
So I think that England, especially, I think, doesn't value education as well as it should be.
Oh, that's a good question, because I think we most definitely do. I definitely did. I think up until university, I definitely took education seriously. Personally, I think for years, sort of, because I'm not engaging with what I want to do, what I want to do as I'm an adult, when it comes to taking education seriously, it's hard to. I think when it comes to having a job in mind, it helps you, especially going through education, or personally. Thank you.
I feel like we do. I don't really feel like it's our fault. I feel like the education system kind of focuses more on
behaviour and being the ideal student rather than the education. So kids kind of grow up not really, caring about it. And, I feel like if it was more like university where you're given a bit more freedom, allowed to like kind of study what you want and what you're interested in, people might care about it more. But
Therefore take less advantage, I guess. Okay, regardless of how much you pay, think about all the resources you get compared to people in, for example, poorer countries. Do you think that we get a lot more, or
Probably too much more. But also, like, I don't feel like we know how many resources are available. Like, it's only this year that I've started to realise like how good the library is and how many resources we have.
Why so?
Because I guess we've grown up just being able to go into education and not having to really think about paying for it. Whereas some people in other countries like have to walk so far in order to access the education, whereas for us it's just like free.
How so would you say that we don't value it? Would you say because we overuse resources, or?
Overuse and underfund.
Do you think compared to like poorer countries that we have a lot more resources, that we take advantage of those resources we have?
Maybe. I think it will get to that stage, being spoiled. I guess when it comes to children being given too much and then not having anything, I guess. But yeah, I think I agree. With that.
One last question, sorry. Do you think that we could be doing more for like poorer countries in terms of resources in order to ensure that they're getting the same education that we are?
I think it's quite complex because with a lot of poorer countries there is like an issue of corruption. So when other countries do get involved and do try to help these countries, how do they know that the resources we give them are going to where it's supposed to be and just not in the pockets of the government that are taking the money? So yeah.
I feel like, especially when we're younger, because it's all like free, we just go to school and that's it. I feel like at university you sort of realise that, because you have to pay like a ton of money, you realise that it's not for everyone, because some people just can't afford it. But I feel like the system we got in the UK means that most people can get an education, even if it's like getting a grant or something. So obviously most people here will get a student loan for their fees and then not even have to pay it back because it gets wiped. But then obviously in other countries they don't have any of that system, so people just won't go to school, and that's their normal thing, is not going to school Monday to Friday, whereas our normal thing is going to school Monday to Friday. So I guess we do a little bit.
Do you think that other countries, considering the state of other countries or the education systems they have, that we could be doing more to help their system, considering ours is quite a popular education system?
Yeah, definitely. I guess in terms of the wealth of this country and that, we could do a lot more.
I don't know, I'm eating hummus.
Because there's a problem in other countries, obviously people could be doing more, but I feel like we've got enough to worry about here already. Like, our education system is not perfect, it's definitely flawed, and I think if we start going to help other people, we're basically saying, oh, our one's perfect, and it's just not. I feel like we need to sort out stuff here first before we can think about going out there. But obviously people can do that a little bit, like sending books to Africa.
Hello, welcome back. As you can see, we are rejoined by our lovely crew presenters.
The class of 2018 for the big
Literally.
library.
Well, not all of them, because some of them are
Some of them
still
are back there.
behind the cameras in the gallery doing sound.
Hi, over there.
Hello.
Social media.
There's
one there.
Actually, it is a huge group that we've managed to have.
Yes, massive.
I mean, in total, how many people are working on
Well,
this?
me and Kieran were talking about this earlier, actually. The numbers are huge. Like, the credits go on for
They're long.
ever.
Justifiably.
Like, if you were to print them out, it's like a good 4 or 5 A4 sheets of paper on like 12, size 12 font. In like, what's our font for the Trebuchet?
Trebuchet MS.
Yeah. So it's size 12 font. Yeah, for that. It's a lot. It's a lot of paper. I'm very tired. Right. But yeah, we've got a lot of people on this project, and it's, as we've already said before, it's not just KTV, and it's not just Inquire, CSR, Susu, Forge. It's also all the other groups that have been involved in it. So you've got, I'm sure Susu have already done their shouts out, but we've got Baking Society. We had Kent singing earlier. Sorry. Lacrosse, all the sports teams that were involved in the Inquire versus KTV sections. Merlin's Beard, T24, just, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I think, yeah, a massive thank you goes out to every single person that has been involved in any way, shape or form, whether that's helping with emailing or helping with set design or helping with the live itself or the pre-recorded stuff or just getting people to and from or helping with the booking of equipment or even the office staff in Kent Union that have helped make this work. And yeah, the list goes on and on and on. And I don't think the credits do it justice. I think there's probably twice as many people that should be on that list.
I mean, the credits I think are going to be, I think it's
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah. I read my mind.
As if there's someone in here talking.
It's only 30 seconds. Just watch the whole lot, it's not that long.
Yeah, but no, I just thought it would be really nice to do like a big shout out. But yeah, is there anything that you guys might be interested in watching back? I mean, I know you're going to say K-Drive and I know you're going to say K-Drive, but anyone else?
So I want to watch the interview
K-Drive.
with, I'm not joining you on that. I'm not predictable. I want to watch the interview
can I
with Tom
just-
again.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to watch the interview
I'll give
with
that
Tom
back to you.
again, because obviously I was doing that but I didn't get to see it. And I think it turned out really well. I think it was just really moving, and then all the speech stuff again, because when you're in here you don't get to hear it as well. So I want to hear all the spoken word things properly. Just all of the Books to Africa videos, just amazing. They're so great, and I want to hear them in their full glory, and when I'm not sleep deprived.
Yes. Anyone else?
Oh, I've got a highlight. I think it's more so down to for us two, but that live Skype call we did with Susu, I think, for me,
That was interesting.
That was a massive first. It was a first. It was a first for KTV because this is the first time we've actually perhaps done a Skype call with another station. A lot of that would have been possible without our tech wizards. You know who you are.
Thank you,
we
techies.
love you.
Where are they? Somewhere.
Back there somewhere.
Yeah.
But literally, this live stream on the KTVN at the very least will not have been made possible without our tech wizards, James Stokel and Mark Simonite, and Kieran O'Connell as well. You three are the principal 3 tech wizards who have literally been the backbone of this live stream in making it work. And there's also you also got all the heads of tech from all the various other stations as well, from Forge and from Susu as well.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
That's a big clap.
Right. Anyone else? I'd like to hear from this
I
side.
wanna-
Oh, you've got the mic. Go for
So,
it.
as odd
Oh,
as it may
sorry.
sound, I'd actually would love to see myself get pied in the face again.
Would you?
Just to see my reaction, just to get the actual comedic effect, because all I remember from it is just white.
White.
Yeah, literally.
I want to see the other student medias attempting to try the other mediums. So more specifically, KTV trying to acquire. I want to see that. See how you guys got on with that. Apparently, it was very intense.
I mean, we did have it was really interesting to see each other doing each other's work. So, I mean, I think we will be seeing that very shortly.
I believe you participated in one of them as well, didn't you?
Yes.
Does it make you want to come and do more medias?
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to try. No, definitely more collaborations. But yeah, I might want to try them. Obviously, I do KTVs with the elections. That was amazing. But I want to maybe try a bit at CSR as well. So
yes.
That's really cool.
And on that note, I just also want to add, just to say it from Inquire, speaking on behalf of Inquire, thank you guys so much for organizing this. This has been such a great project. And on that note, I also want to draw attention to the fact that we have raised £605.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
Yeah, I've been trying to squeeze that in. £605. That's 1,210 books that are going to be sent to children in Africa. So that's absolutely amazing. So I think we deserve another round of applause for that.
And on that very, very positive note, I think we should have a look at one of the media teams trying the other person's job.
Hey there, hope you're enjoying the live link. I'm going to be sitting down with the Inquire team. I'm going to try to teach them how to go live and how to host their own radio show. They're going to be going live for themselves for 30 minutes just for your enjoyment. Let's get started. All right, guys, I'm going to be testing you how well you use the system. Now, Myriad is very easy to use, but might take a bit of learning curve, so let's listen carefully.
Got it.
All right, so pretty much how you work Myriad is that And there's on the cards there's a bunch of music and with different genres and everything is all filed into different genres like hip hop or R&B. So pretty much you can get music from there. So pretty much we're gonna open up a myriad. So if you go to library.
How do I get what?
So just move the mouse is over there.
How do I get it over there?
Just move it.
No way. It's gone back. Oh my god.
So pretty much, you go to the library, you can see the different genres of music that you can use. So pick out a genre of music that you want to use.
No.
Yeah. Let's go Bublé.
No.
Bublé's
Okay,
good.
do Bublé.
All I Want for Christmas is You, Michael Bublé.
Oh yeah, all I want for Christmas.
No!
Get rid of
It's
it.
the wrong one.
No! You're picking the wrong one!
So what you want to do now, you want to click on it and drag it. So click and hold and drag it.
To where?
Now you're going to drag it onto one of the